before anybody gets to crying, I remove some moderators. I know, I took some time to think. I decided not to go live while I was upset. Hey, Mittens. I just had some clips sent to me, and it kind of pissed me back off. So I was going to go live like 53 minutes ago, but the clips took forever to come in. Thank you for the heart, me. Hi, Jenny. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with y'all. Some of you might not like me after this live, and I'm okay with that. Hey, cat. Hey, Mush. Cat, where are you not modded? I didn't remove you because I'm not. Oh, I think this is your other account. I honestly wanted to go live earlier, but I felt it was best that I try to calm down, so I wasn't reacting off emotion. I can't guarantee that I won't, because we're not talking about a subject that's just it is what it is type subject. First of all, let me just say, these clips that I have are from when I was in FWA's box. And apparently it was Bree's live streaming them. And I just want to address a couple things before I get into what I'm live for. First of all, Bree, you don't know what happens behind the scenes on this end, okay? So you don't know what I said to Bougie or what I said to 50. So you making the statement that I didn't cuss them out is incorrect. Hey, bitch. I most definitely said something to both of them about what I heard today, okay? Not that I have to explain that to you, but I'm going to put that on the floor. What was the other thing that I said? Tech. Fuck you. Don't like you. Have never liked you. You literally said on one of our recovery lives way back when, telling somebody how they can still get high on the MAT program. Hey, Violet. And quite frankly, Tech, like, I know your situation with your fucking husband. I think you're fucking disgusting, bitch. So don't ever speak on me, because you're a dirty, dumb hoe. And if this account goes down, that's fine. I'll go on my other account, okay? Tech, you don't fucking know me. You don't know a fuck thing about me. I think you're a weird-ass bitch. I don't like you. I've never liked you. And your little feelers got hurt, Tech, way back when you were in my box and you were talking on someone's child, and I told you fucking not to talk on their child. I walked away from my fucking laptop or my iPad. I came back. Y'all were still talking on children. I said, I thought we said not to talk on children. And you were like, I was talking on my own. Jesus. And dropped from the box. Hi, Shell. Shell, I don't know if I don't know if you want to be here for this. So, Tech, and the most disrespectful way possible, you can just go fuck yourself, okay? Because you ain't shit fuck to me, bitch. FWA. You might be in like Flint with Florida Man and Bougie, and like I told you today in your live, I had respect for you. That's all gone out the window. I have no respect. And you saying that you've defended me, you've defended all of us. If I remember correctly, I will say that, yeah, you did give Florida Man a platform when Florida Man talked to me to hear my side of things. But if we run that live back that day, that was way back when, you were cool with Petty at the time. So if we're keeping it all the way 100, you weren't really trying to hear what I had to say or what Petty did to me. So, your statements, and for anybody in here, we can play the clips if y'all want. If anybody missed me being in FWA's live today, it's up to y'all if y'all want to listen to them. When you make a statement or one of your mods makes a statement calling somebody from the trans community it. And then what's wild is I didn't even catch it because of my emotions, but I'm in your box and you doubled down on it, friends. You doubled down on it. I believe, and I quote, because she called somebody an it. Then you said I'm not part of the community. That's where you fucked up too, because I am. I'm bisexual. I've never hid this. So I do have the right to speak not only as a bisexual woman, but also as a trans mother. And what your moderator said was fucking disgusting. It was disgusting. And you're hooting and hollering because people are reaching out to you while you're out to lunch with your husband and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, take that out on the people that are reaching out to you. Because it sure the fuck wasn't me. I was an adult, handled my issue with your moderator. No, Shannon, not at, well, I don't know. Did you see when I went into Friends Live earlier? You said she doesn't owe anybody an apology but Casey, and that's where you're fucking wrong. Gilligan's fan club, I don't know who you are, why you're requesting to get in a box. That's where you're wrong. She offended a whole community. Okay? Just like when a racial comment or a racial slur gets made, we stand on what's right and we say something. Am I not correct? Am I not fucking correct? Haven't we always been raised and taught, or at least I know in our household we were raised and taught that if someone makes a racial statement, it doesn't fucking matter where you are, who you're with, or what the fuck is going on. You stand for what's right. Correct? Me too, honey badger. Hi, Joyce. So, with that being said, it is no different than when your moderator, FWA, as you kept yelling, your moderator said what she said to offend a whole fucking community. But you sat, and that's kind of the crazy thing, is that after Megan's live, it was done, but you had to go on your platform acting a whole ass, screaming and yelling. Because your moderator was disrespected. Well, friends, can you please take that same energy and put it into educating your moderator that saying shit like that offends a whole community? Whole community. And I'm not even talking like the glass D part and all that, because I don't care what somebody does with their own sexuality. I don't care. What I do care about is the fact that your moderator made a statement and you kept saying, but did she say it to your son? Did she say it to your son? It doesn't fucking matter. If my son would have been on the app, my son would have been just as hurt. So, friends, I'm going to tell you, like you've told us, go educate yourself. Because I do damnedest to educate myself constantly about racial slurs, aggressions, and all of the things. But for you to get in that box, or in your, what's your platform? I'll give you that. And scream at me like you did, which doesn't surprise me, because every time you're wrong, friends, that's what you do. That's what you do. Hi, Monster. But if you think for 1 second that myself or anybody else that's allied or in the fucking community doesn't have the right to speak how we feel on this, you're wrong. And I'm not even talking about fucking Dora and them. And sure, I could have stayed in your box and kept arguing with you. But hell, let's just listen to we'll listen to 2 clips.
Did she make any racial statement towards your child?
Take a breather. Racial?
Tap the screen, y'all, please.
Did she make any transphobic comments against you?
And FYI, y'all are gonna hear like this was these are off YouTube, so you're gonna hear like Bree and them talking in the background. Yeah, Joyce, just listen. But tap the screen, please.
Did she make any transphobic situation comment towards your child?
Specifically towards my child, no. To the trans community, yes.
No, she didn't. So it truly didn't even really have anything to do with you or your child. Now, if Casey had something to say about what she said, then Casey should have addressed Trish and said, hey, the way you stated that made me feel some kind of way.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Because way back when I met Casey on this app, and everybody can feel how they want to feel about Casey, it's whatever, okay? I told Casey way back when I met Casey, don't worry about your family and friends not wanting you, bro. Like, you've always got me and Chris, okay? And I don't care if I ain't talked to Casey in a month, 6 months, 2 years. I don't care. I still stand on that shit. I stand on it. Oh, I fucking hate the fact that it...
Take a breather. Did she make any racial statement towards your child?
Take a breather. Racial? No.
Did she make any transphobic comments against you?
I am an ally.
Did she make any transphobic situation comment towards your child?
Specifically towards my child, no. To the trans community, yes.
No, she didn't. So it truly didn't even really have anything to do with you or your child. Now, if Casey had something to say about what she said, then Casey should have addressed Trish and said, hey, the way you stated that made me feel some kind of way. It seemed like a lot of y'all want to be warriors for people that's not even going to stand up for themselves. But, hold on. But I hear a lot of shit and see a lot of shit with people and the shit that they say, and I don't see none of y'all doing shit.
But wait, but friends, that ain't no different from when you're in bed at night and you get brought up and we stand up for you.
And I don't even get those clips, so I don't know nothing about it.
But you have before because you come in my life.
And I leave right back out. That don't mean I stayed in there, OG.
No, you come up and you say, hey, thank you for speaking on this. I was in bed.
Take whipping up that tea, baby.
To be honest, that mean I still didn't know, honey. So the nice thing about it would be send me the clip, because I can speak for myself.
Who the fuck's calling CPS? What the fuck are you talking about? No, Violet, this was in her live after Megan's.
Everybody know I can speak for myself.
Yeah, she don't give a shit about anybody
What
else.
should have happened was, y'all, hey, Trish.
Whoever said that on Bree's live, you was right. You was right. You was all the way right with that comment.
You know what you said offended the community of people?
Trish,
Did nobody say that?
Oh, I said that to her.
You said that?
I absolutely said that to her.
But did you say that alive that night? When it happened?
I was in my own live. I just found out about this about an hour and a half ago. When I boxed up with Trish is when I found out about it.
Which that statement is wrong.
They was talking.
I found out earlier today, but when Dora did this today, it was Casey or 50 and Bougie. 50 and Bougie. 50 and Bougie. 50 and Bougie.
And shit on Monday night when he was there. Oh,
Yes, and that's why I said we let it go. I let it go.
So why wasn't it let go earlier opposed to people inboxing me and sending me lives and all the shit?
I can't answer for that. I don't know. I just know what I did, my part. When her and I boxed up, I said how I felt.
Because when I came in there, I heard you screaming at my moderator like she was a child.
I was screaming at everybody. You're damn right.
No, but that ain't
She lied.
you get an understanding with nobody. That ain't how you get an understanding with nobody.
Her mama.
At the same time, friends, it ain't cool that we have to keep our kids from unaliving themselves because they get made fun of about this shit.
Okay, but it's cool for a motherfucker to talk shit about my case and my daughter get a.
What the fuck does your case have to do with this? The fuck does your case have to do with any of this? And not even knowing about your case or the details of it, I have stood on my platform and others and said, I would ride for your child.
Abused and motherfuckers make a mockery out of that.
Because I know I sure the fuck ain't never said that because I've defended you every step of the way, not even knowing really jack shit about your case, friends.
I don't know if you did or didn't because I wasn't around, but what I'm saying is it's the same.
It's crazy to me that you claim, I love your face, you claim that you defend us and all the things, but you don't seem to ever know when we defend you or have your back, friends. That's wild.
You don't give a shit about your.
It's the same instance, but it's all about just like last night when that young lady addressed my pockets, or when it was the day before that young lady, you brought your. I did bring my case to the app, but if you don't know the whole motherfucking situation, bitch, then why talk on it, ho? If you don't know the whole motherfucking story or the information, why talk on it?
Oh, Snack Wrap was right there. I was about to say, Snack Wrap, get your ass back in here.
Why talk on it?
I don't get why people rush.
WTF.
We ain't gonna
And it's really, to be honest,
drama and talk about
if you're trying to get an understanding with somebody, like I told old girl Priscilla the other night, be careful of what you say. Which y'all could have did the same thing. But that ain't what I was getting in my inbox. It was being stated that people were dragging me.
What you were getting in your box, I don't know who told you you were being dragged because I didn't.
Why y'all gotta talk about harassment and bullying? Why y'all gotta talk about harassment and bullying and you in my motherfucking life? Reporting or I'm going through.
Yes, people is calling out bougie.
I have to go to the next clip. Sorry, y'all.
If you don't know the whole motherfucking story or the information, why talk on it?
Oh, Snack Wrap was right there. I was about to say, Snack Wrap, get your ass back in here.
Why talk on it?
Rich.
I don't get why people rush.
WTF.
We ain't gonna
And it's really, to be honest,
drama and talk about
if you're trying to get an understanding with somebody, like I told old girl Priscilla the other night, be careful of what you say. Which y'all could have did the same thing. But that ain't what I was getting in my inbox. It was being stated that people were dragging me.
What you were getting in your box, I don't know who told you you were being dragged because I didn't.
Why y'all gotta talk about harassment and bullying? Why y'all gotta talk about harassment and bullying and you in my motherfucking life? Reporting or I'm going through.
Yes, people is calling out bougie and Vicky. It was not you, so I don't know who told you you were getting.
Here I say I have not heard you be drugged at all. Why y'all think I know about it? You wasn't sending me the inbox and telling me I'm getting talked about. Well, that's why I didn't write you because I was in there listening. Because I don't care what they're sending you. I'm going to hear it my damn self and listen to it my damn self. And from what I heard, that was definitely Trish and fucking 50 being drugged, talking about you being in your live. And then anytime that I've heard personally, I've heard your name mentioned, and like for example, it was said, "Well, if I report my live, ain't gonna stop me from motherfucking seeing me. I'm always gonna cuss the bitch out." Not give a fuck.
Real quick, friends, you're correct there. I am a bitch. I am a bitch. But I'm a bitch that has also defended you. And now I'm a bitch that you have a problem with because I'm standing for what's fucking right against my child's community and my community and our allies' community. Because your mod, along with Bougie and 50, said some disrespectful ass shit. So I'll take that bitch title.
If you don't know the whole
Everything fucking started over.
motherfucking lie. Reporting her sucking 50 being drugged. It is the selective outrage, Nikki. You motherfucking right, it's the selective fucking outrage. But when we was in here talking about glass dicks the day before, nobody had nothing to say. So whatever was said last night, because they were trying to talk about the situation, we talked about a few things last night. Why would they be mad at
But wait, can I ask you? Hold on. Can I
the
ask
people that were over there saying something different are now over here saying something different? This is where I get confused, people, in the comments, right?
So wait a minute, though. So friends, you don't know what Trish said then? Is that what you're saying? You don't know what people are...
Because we was talking about a lot that she said. So much. And we talked about a lot last night. We talked about a lot the night before. You was in here.
Damn it, how did I just mute Farrell and now I can't unmute her? Whoever knows how to unmute, please unmute her. How did I mute Farrell?
What the hell? Sunshine didn't have a motherfucking child. She lied to us and told us she had a smaller child.
I don't know nothing about that either. So let me ask you this then.
Farrell, mute her like a motherfucker. Let me...
I mean, I'll let Trish or we can run the clip. It's up to you.
I got the clip. It's my lie.
Yeah. So my question to you is this. Are you okay with homophobic or transphobic slurs?
If I'm not kept, what is because she said...
Thank you, Gigi, because I couldn't figure it the hell out. Sorry, Farrell.
I'm a black woman, and I hear a lot of you motherfuckers say them people. Are you okay with that?
So, I'm a black woman, and I hear a lot of you motherfuckers say them people. Ma'am, I have never said them people, nor would I ever, friends. But let's continue with the deflection, shall we?
No, Gigi said she got it. Farrell,
Says on me.
Farrell, write something real quick.
Somebody else say on me.
And I'm not trying to. Why do you think I talked to Trish directly? I spoke with her, I spoke with 50, and I spoke with Bougie.
And 50 and Bougie didn't. It was, I said what I said. I took accountability for what I said. I apologize deeply for what I said.
They always got to make herself the center of like everybody's argument. Like it's all about me. Like,
Differently.
No,
and I didn't.
it's partly about you. It's your life.
I'm sorry.
You're not the main character of the story.
You said it. How many times did you say
The
it?
main character.
Okay, so enough is enough.
Hey, Breezy, can you stream? I have to go get my son, pick him up from school.
Yeah. Whose account? Oh, it's FWA, right?
Yeah, it's hers.
Okay.
Damn, where is Farrell?
Hold on, y'all, because can one of the mods come box hold for me for a second? I must have forgot to send the last clip over to me. Sorry.
You ask and you shall receive. You have 3.
No. Thanks, y'all. 1 second.
Hey, Breezy.
Hey, Shell.
How are you, love?
I'm okay. I'm kind of glad I've been off TikTok today.
Yeah, I haven't been on it all because my mom had a doctor's appointment and then my daughter went to youth group, so I haven't been on. Hey, Harley.
I got on my way home from church this evening
Hmm.
and wanted to tiptoe backwards.
Right?
No, Yeah, there's a lot, and I'm sorry that any of this is going on. I didn't know what was going on, what was
I
being
didn't
said,
either
and I
until
didn't
I,
really even want to ask.
yeah, but when I came on, when you're friends with someone for, OG and I have been friends for a year now, and I know when she's not okay. So when I came in here and saw the look on her face, I knew something was up.
Yeah.
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 Mush, that's weird why your screen went black.
It was a sign, Mush, telling you your screen's black.
OG, you okay?
She's, I think
Oh,
she
that's
said
right.
she,
She's downloading something,
yeah.
I think. Welcome in, everybody.
Tap the screen, share the live.
Make sure y'all show OG some love.
Mush, what did you do? Now my screen's, I mean, I'm still in the box, but my screen just went black. Maybe it's TikTok. Oh, no, okay. I was about to go to bed and I seen OG was on.
Oh, really? Okay, Mush.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, it's only like 10:24 in California, so.
Oh, yeah, it's 124 here
Oh, where are you at, Breezy?
in Ohio.
Ah, cold out there?
I mean, it's not like ice cold yet, but it's definitely fall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it was in the 70s here today, but our lows are like in the 50s.
Right.
Sometimes it gets to like the 30s at night here in the
Yeah.
winter.
I wish that was our low.
Animal. They're calling for snow here though. Really, bro?
Animal.
You're gonna get snow?
Animal, don't say those with that ugly 4-letter S word. Especially not on TikTok. Because I think you're close to me, aren't you, Animal?
Really, drop and go?
I would recommend y'all getting out of the boxes so you guys don't catch strays.
I will get out of the
Amber,
box, but I don't care.
I'm gonna stay here because if I get stray, I get stray, and I'm not gonna let it bother me no more.
Well, I am headed to bed, but
Where is Breezy?
because if I'm going to ride with Florida Man, staying in a box with you isn't going to be much worse. But I love you guys, and I
Oh,
will
love
leave
you
a
too,
comment.
honey.
If I try to get in a box, don't let me, please.
Okay.
Hi, Mel.
I'll wait till Ree drops before I say this. So, speaking of Florida Man, sorry, I had to turn my heat up. Not gonna lie, having nobody, and let me make this very clear, nobody, not bougie, not Florida Man, nobody on this fucking app is gonna intimidate me no more. Nobody. You want to threaten Florida Man on me? Threaten him on me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. Not really sure what the fuck could be done at this point anyway that hasn't already been done to me and my family. Now, with that being said, I've been trying to say it pretty much since I got back on this app. I'm me. I'm OG. I'm Amber. Just because I'm cool with this person or that person doesn't mean I condone the fucking behavior or the fuckery that they do. Okay? There's a lot of foul fucking shit that has been going on this fucking app. This bullshit that we're talking about tonight being one of those things. One second. So what I've gathered today is it's okay to stand up for some, not okay to stand up for others. Motherfuckers really ain't your friend. When something affects something to do with your child or your daily life per se. I don't even know if that's the word I want to use. We've always said, like, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, right? So why the fuck are so many people having a hard time calling out what the fuck is wrong? And I frankly don't give a fuck if people want to be like, oh, OG flip-flops because she talks to so-and-so and she talks to so-and-so. No, it's I can be a fucking adult and have friendships or acquaintanceships or whatever the fuck you want to call them. If that makes me a bad person, then I'll be the fucking bad person. I don't care. I'll be the bad person. FWA, you're fucked up. And quite frankly, like, I didn't want to believe all this shit, but bitch, you ain't nothing on this motherfucker but trying to fucking get money off some goddamn white people. That's what the fuck you are. Because you don't give two solid fucks about any of us. You give a fuck about what you can get from us. And I wanted to be like, no, that ain't true. Like, no. Like, thought you were cool and I thought you were, like, you know, solid, but you ain't nothing but a baby back bitch that starts fucking yelling when you don't get your way. You have made many homophobic statements, ma'am. Many. And if you fucking think that you screaming at me is gonna intimidate me, it ain't. It ain't. Sassy Virgo, now ain't the time or the place. Hi, Mama B. If I am wrong for standing up for what would have offended my child and many other children that we have had to keep from unaliving them fucking selves because of the way they look. They look. Do you know what the fuck it's like? You pew-pewed someone, bitch. You pew-pewed someone for your child. But I'm not supposed to feel some type of way about what your moderator said about people like my children? About my child? I'm not supposed to feel some type of way? Is that what we're doing now? It's a selective. Wild. Wild. Absolutely did make it about herself. Absolutely did make it about herself. Because we're gonna listen to the last couple clips. Absolutely made it about herself. Because I don't know if y'all heard it in the clips I've already played, but it sounded like she was more pissed off that her meal got interrupted.
Animal, yeah, Mel can come up just when OG gets back.
I don't want anybody catching strays.
Nope, that's why I came up here, because I agree with you, and I don't think you should be alone in it. Like, I think more people need to speak up about it. Because overall, the message that I got tonight is that some people are allowed to speak up more than others, and nobody even really put her down today. It wasn't even about her, so fuck that shit.
It wasn't, and that's the thing. Like it had nothing to do with FWA whatso fucking ever. Nothing. Nothing. Other than it was her mod. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. Who in here has been my mod the longest? Mittens, Shelly, Animal. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Mittens, Shelly, Animal. If y'all said some fuck shit like that, would I not call y'all out?
Yes, you would. You would definitely call us out for saying something that we shouldn't be saying. And I'm going to say this, my mother and my grandfather taught me and my brother not to be racist and to love one another. Why can't people understand that? I'm of the community.
That wasn't my business. Your business wasn't my business to tell, Shell, just like Casey's business was nobody's fucking business to tell.
Well, most people know that about me,
Right, I'm
but
just saying,
that's okay.
I never spoke
I,
on it because it wasn't mine.
and I'm gonna say this, OG, to the people and the haters. I don't give a fuck. You can hate on me, and I don't care because I'm not letting you all affect my mental or my life any longer. So y'all can sit on that.
Okay, I need to say something too. So
To
when,
who?
sorry, Michelle, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're fine, baby. Go ahead.
So when I was riding home this evening, I always just put on TikTok to listen to keep me awake. So when I turned it on, it went straight to FWA, and they were talking about calling babies. It, I don't know what that's about. Um, Now I feel stupid because I was like, well, I call my future grandbaby it all the time.
So,
So
Breezy,
please,
that's why, and please don't
I,
take this the wrong way when I say this to you.
yes,
That's why sometimes it's better to listen
yeah,
before speaking,
you're right.
because what happened was a transgender person got called an it and
No,
then double
no,
fucking backed on
no,
it.
no. Yes, so I am absolutely sick to my stomach now. Yeah, no, and so I wanted to take a minute to let you know. I didn't say it like in the panel, I don't think, but just so you know, that is where I thought it was about. Like I said, I've been so lost, I didn't even know if I even wanted to ask what happened because it seems like everybody is just floored, you know. So I do apologize, and I wanted to say something now.
Gotcha.
Okay, and I love you, and I'm sorry that this happened to anyone in the LGBTQ community. Period. Sometimes saying I'm sorry isn't enough.
No, and it's not. Here's the thing: it's not anything you did, right? It, nothing at all.
It is because I shouldn't have said anything without knowing the story. So it is what I did wrong.
Yeah, and I think Mallory, your comment just kind of hit the nail on the head because we're gonna listen to these next couple of comments, and you're gonna see anybody that was in there. Like FWA wasn't trying to hear shit but herself fucking yell like a fucking banshee, per usual. My 70-year-old mother was across the house and was like, for fuck's sake, does she gotta yell that fucking loud all the time? Virgo, dead ass girl, like, please, not right now.
You know, OG, the thing of it is, it's not only me, but I have friends and family that is in the community.
Well,
And for someone to
apparently, per
downgrade someone
FWA,
for that,
hold on,
uh-uh.
per FWA, if it was not said specifically to your family member, it fuck your feelings, Shelly.
Really.
Really.
It doesn't matter whether it was said to Tom, Dick, or Harry. You don't downgrade somebody for their preference. But that is wrong. Completely wrong. That disgusts me. That's just wrong. Yeah, I understand that, but mm-mm.
It's a straight up fuck your feelings. Fucking sassy girl, you are fucking relentless. Like I think maybe I kind of need that right now because I need to fucking laugh. Sassy's like, bitch, I got 5011 counts. Here I come.
She does. You're better off to mute her than you are anything.
No.
OG, did you see what Monster asked you, hun?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna put it out there. Like I'm not. I'm just going to say I'm not. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. That's just. If Florida man wants to be mad at me for having feelings about how I feel about what was said towards the trans community, then I guess it's time for me to question Florida man's stance on the trans community, because for what I knew Florida man to be, he was completely fucking against.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't think he would. Yeah, not that it matters, but I don't think that he. Yeah, it would definitely floor me.
No, Monster, I don't find that funny.
I think the thing to say too, like, and I'm not going to chime in a bunch, but I did want to say this. The fact that it's been portrayed as anybody was dragged, because people had a civilized conversation today about the feelings behind some of the words that were said. Like, we all seem to have different reasons we're upset over what was said. And some of us heard things differently. I know for me, the takeaway was the comment about it's like a woman leaving her husband for another woman. For me, that kind of implied Casey was a woman. I know that for others, it was the comment about the DNA and the titties. And for some, it was just the fact, and my big one was just the fact Casey didn't need to be used to shame somebody else. Whether or not that was the intention, it's how it came off. And for people to get on here and act as if they were dragged and all of that stuff, it's just sad, because like nobody even really talked about FWA hardcore.
No, I mean, and that's what I kept saying, and you guys will hear it in these clips. I repeatedly said, like, hey, it wasn't about you. It wasn't about you. You weren't being drugged. At least from what I seen in the lives that I was in, I hardly heard FW's name.
Yeah, and when like I said, when her live came up, she was going off about her grandson being posted on YouTube.
Well, then don't fucking put your grandson as your fucking background screen. Duh.
Right, so I said, well, that's the same, Drama Talk was the same issue that Megan was having with her, And I said, matter of fact, remember when you got in Mallory's box? That was what Mallory was going off about. So that's when the whole it word came up. So that's why I thought we were just talking about the regular baby thing.
No.
That's where that conversation with me took place.
No.
So, yeah. She was
And
screaming
here's the
about.
thing, I say this damn near nightly on my when we talk, y'all, because people are like, OG pictures, because the pictures go in my head.
Yes.
And I'm always like, it sucks, because I wish this app was to where I could show, my daughter's cheerleading accomplishments or my other daughter's track accomplishments. I wish it was that way, right? But it's not.
Right.
So, unfortunately, if you don't want your grandbaby posted on any other app or whatever, then I would say don't have your grandbaby as your background screen.
Yeah.
And that's not even me being a dick. I would say the same thing even if today didn't happen.
Right.
But all right, I'm gonna get to playing the rest of
it. Love ya.
Love ya. Don't let that hoe back up in a box, please.
Welcome back up, ho.
Okay, let's go to this clip.
I just watched her come back in here.
It's in the settings.
I think this is where they lost Feral Trash Panda for 5 minutes.
Feral,
or something.
come back
They
in
couldn't
so I can
figure out
catch
how
you
to
when
get
you come
around
back in.
blocked.
I'm sorry.
Okay, she just came back in. Hang around.
If that's the case, friends, and that's how you feel, I had a lot of respect for you, girl, but like dead ass, you're wrong.
I'm not. You gonna tell me I'm wrong? She was not wrong. She said she apologized. That's all it
But
is.
you're saying OG inserted herself.
How am I inserting myself? My moderator. So you don't feel
bitch.
Okay, I have to pause it here because I have to ask y'all. She just dead ass says to me, you inserted yourself. How did I insert myself? It's my moderator. It's my fucking child. My child is trans. Your moderator said some foul shit towards the trans community. So, looks like it's tit for tat, boo-boo. Looks like we're both wrong.
And get her. Hold on. Farrell, come back. Come right back in.
If everyone please stop tapping for a
Yeah,
minute.
stop tapping for just a minute.
always stand up for the people. I stood up for you. What you talking about? You had respect for me. I stood up for you.
You might have to unmoder and then do it and then moderate.
Whether it's trans,
I stood up for you.
See if she could grab a box real quick.
Keep yelling over her.
What we
She
talking
ain't
about?
gonna let her talk.
What we talking about? I'm gonna stand up for my moderator too. She said she was sorry, but that was not directed towards you. It was not directed
Carol,
towards
if you're in here, grab a box.
If she said anything about anybody, it was directed towards Casey. And she should be apologizing to Casey, not none of y'all. She should be apologizing.
She's mad.
She shouldn't be apologizing to nobody else.
Farrell, where are you?
What she said was
No, if she comes back in, tell her to grab a box.
Oh, shit. Hold on. The baby is messing me up.
true.
and I'm gonna tell you why.
There you go. I got you. I'm sorry.
Motherfucking platform.
It is.
This my platform.
It is.
This my platform and this my motherfucking moderator, and I don't like how that went.
Welcome back, Farrell.
Screaming at her. Just like this.
And
Okay, but do it again? And I'm screaming like this too.
want me to do it again? Don't fucking call people it.
Well, she.
Okay. So, this was in FWA's live. 1 second, y'all. So, this was in FWA's live, right? And she said, and I came in and you were screaming at her like this. And that's why I said, and I'll do it again. And I will. If it means standing for what's right, I will fucking absolutely do it again. Absolutely. It had nothing to do with me. Do you pay your moderator, friends? Do you pay your moderator? Because if you don't feed, fuck, or finance her, what's it got to do with you? Are you her mom? Because FYI, those comments were made about my child. I guess it's okay in your eyes that my child is being...
You guys sending me the inbox and telling me.
Hold on. Damn it.
I just watched her come back in here.
A minute.
Box.
I ain't listening to shit.
People.
Are you?
What she said was.
No, if she comes back in, tell her to grab a box. That would probably be easier.
There she is.
Right?
There she, oh, shit. Hold on. The baby is messing me up.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
There you go. I got you. I'm sorry.
My motherfucking platform.
It is.
This my platform and this my motherfucking moderator, and I don't like how that went.
Welcome back, girl.
Screaming at her. Just like this.
And
Okay, but do it again? And I'm screaming like this too.
want me to do it again? Don't fucking call people it.
Well, she said she apologized. It didn't have nothing to do with you.
But I
It didn't have nothing to do with you.
because
It did not have nothing to
this.
If she was talking about Casey, she apologizing to.
Okay, friend. Okay.
She didn't talk about you. She didn't talk about you. Just like I didn't hear what. So with that being said, the apology should be to Casey. If Casey is in the room, then I hope you apologize to Casey, Trish, but you don't owe nobody else no apology. See, an apology. And I stand on that. You owe the person that was being talked about an apology. Now, I don't know what Mitch and motherfucking Bougie did. I don't got nothing to do with that. But when it comes to my motherfucking moderator being disrespected,
And Bougie ain't got shit.
So when it comes to the motherfucking community being disrespected, FWA, a whole community that my child is in, that I will fucking stand for, it has something to do with me. Remember? Just like you went and pew-pewed a man in the back for your child. But I kind of don't expect you to understand it, because weren't you the same one that tried dragging Smashley after a clipped fucking little snippet of a conversation? Because I remember that.
To do with, baby. Trish, you ain't coming for.
I stand on.
Remember that shit when you are getting drunk and everybody's standing up for you, friends. Remember.
Stand for me. I stood up for you.
You might have to unmodder and then do it and then moderate.
Whether it's trans,
I stood up for you.
And see if she could grab a box real quick.
You keep yelling over her.
What we
She
talking
ain't
about?
gonna let her talk.
What we talking about? I'm gonna stand up for my moderator too. She said she was sorry, but that was
And
not
I didn't keep
directed
dragging
towards you.
it.
It was not directed
Carol,
towards
if
you.
you're in here, grab a box.
If she said anything about anybody, it was directed towards Casey. And she should be apologizing to Casey, not none of y'all. She should be
Ooh,
apologizing.
she's mad.
She shouldn't be apologizing to nobody else. Casey.
Farrell, where are you?
What?
Can I just say this real quick, y'all? I don't like to keep pausing this because it loses our spot, but do you notice how throughout this conversation I tried to stay as calm as possible? Asking for myself.
Yes, and you were really trying to remain calm.
Just,
I see that.
I was.
You were.
She said was
No, she comes back in, tell her to grab a box. That would probably be easier.
There she is. Oh shit, hold on. The baby is messing me up.
true.
and I'm gonna tell you why.
There you go. I got you. I'm sorry.
My motherfucking platform.
It is.
This my platform and this my motherfucking moderator, and I don't like how that went.
Welcome back, girl.
Screaming at her. Just like this.
And want
Okay,
me to
but
do it again?
And I'm screaming like this too.
Want me to do it again? Don't fucking call people it's.
Well, she said she apologized for this. It didn't have nothing to do with you.
But I
It
don't
didn't have
expect
nothing
you
to do
to
with you.
understand because I've
It
been
did not have nothing to
here
do with your
since you said
child.
F-word.
She offended Casey.
No,
If
she offended a
Casey.
whole
That's who she
motherfucking
need to be
community.
apologizing to.
A
She
whole
don't need to be
community.
apologizing to nobody but Casey. If the
Yeah.
apology was
Right.
sent out, it was sent out for Casey.
Listen,
It was
you're
sent
gonna
out.
hear
I ain't listening to shit. It should have been towards Casey. Trish, apology should be towards
I'm loving
Casey.
this.
If she was talking about Casey, she apologizing to.
Okay, friend. Okay.
She didn't talk about you. She didn't
Okay.
talk about your child.
I'm ordering a pizza.
Just like I didn't hear what you said. So with that being said, the apology should be to Casey. If Casey is in the room, then I hope you apologize to Casey, Trish, but you don't owe nobody else no apology. You don't owe nobody but Casey an apology. And I stand on that. You owe the person that was being talked about an apology. Now, I don't know what Mitch and motherfucking Bougie did. I don't got nothing to do with that. But when it comes to my motherfucking moderator being disrespected, and she didn't disrespect
She said, bitch, Bougie ain't got shit to do with, but Trish, you ain't coming for.
I stand on.
Remember that shit when you are getting drugged and everybody's standing up for you, friends. Remember
And
that.
I done stood up for every last one of you motherfuckers.
Yep. And that's what
Every last one of you. 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 Every last one of you.
Don't have her call Peter. Don't report me. I like Peter.
And I'm standing up for my moderator.
And your moderator was fucking wrong.
And I said that, but she don't owe you shit. She owe Casey.
She was a whole community shit.
She
I don't know if she saw there's someone in the request box.
I don't know if she did.
I mean everything I fucking said.
Okay, and that's good.
Everything I said. Trish owes Casey an apology. She does not owe none of you people. No
fucking educate ourselves on racial topics.
Casey all the fucking apology. She don't owe nobody else no apology.
Fucking brick wall. This is dumb.
Yep, you talking to a motherfucking hard ass concrete wall, baby. I mean it. She don't owe nobody else no apology. She owes Casey an apology. And I said she was wrong. It ain't shit else to fucking say. I said she was wrong. She owed Casey's a fucking apology. And goodbye. The fuck?
Oh,
fuck y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to stand for wrong? I ain't standing for that. She didn't offend you. You're not in that community. Now, if
But I am in that community.
That's too, and I will say one of the statements that she made, she's had Casey up in her box multiple times. I'm pretty sure at this point she knew he was a male, but when it was said that basically the whole thing about Casey being a male versus female, she acted shocked that Casey wasn't a female. So she just has to recognize, like, the things she says and does, like, they're harmful. And it's just like when she tried to imply that Smash was racist because she posed a hypothetical. Like, I think things get blown way too fucking out of proportion.
Yep.
Is my mic working now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to check and make sure. I got like 5 or 6 text messages saying that you said I was always against the trans community.
Wow, are you fucking serious? That's what I said?
No, she definitely said that you have always stood up for the trans community.
Yes,
That-
that's exactly what she said, Florida man.
Okay, no, I just wanted to check and make sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said as far as I've known Florida man, that man has always stood for the trans community.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm going to go back to doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm going to be going live probably Friday.
We should probably have a conversation before that
So
live.
get all this out. Get all this out your system by then. It's going to be fun as fuck on Friday.
Wait, is that like a low key like?
Oh, Jesus Christ. FYI, man, we can't have Cheetos anymore because Shannon ruined cheese with the cheese in her panties. So, I don't know what to bring anymore, but yeah.
I'm not sure. Honey Badger, I don't know. I don't know. I know a comment was made earlier. I don't know. Not a comment on my end. I believe Smashley is live. And I think she's going to be streaming what was actually said for those that missed it. Because I would like to hear it. again because every time I listen to it, more comes up.
Is my mic working? Okay. One more question. You had said that you won't be threatened by me or Bougie anymore.
That's again not what I said.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Not what I said.
I'll 100%
Nope.
stand up.
That's not what she said, Florida man.
She,
OG
I'm
did
just
not say that.
look. I'm just fact checking. That's all.
Oh, I know.
I, I will 100% say she said that you have never gone against the trans community. Like, you have always stood for it. Like, she was not speaking ill of you.
No, and
No, I think she. I hold on. Let me just check and see what it said exactly.
I'll tell you what I said.
Go ahead.
What I said was, I don't care if you or Bougie want to threaten me. I don't care anymore. Because you're being used as a tool to threaten people on the back end.
No, not really.
No, really, you are. I heard it with my own ears today.
By who?
I will have enough respect for you to have this conversation off the app.
Oh no, if you know something I don't, and I'm more than willing to have it put out.
Bougie. Because Bougie didn't like what Mallory said today. So she flat ass said in a Discord call, well, now I'll have Florida Man drag Mallory. She'll be getting drugged by Florida Man again.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll ask her if she said that, just like I asked you if you said it. But yeah, I don't think so. Everybody knows me. I don't do anything unless I want to. And there's only one thing that I want to do right now, and that's going to be happening on Friday.
As long as it doesn't involve Cheetos.
No. It's actually a pretty big deal, I think. At least for me. It might not be for anybody else, but
I just think it's kind of fucked up, Florida Man, honestly, that like I don't even know how much you've been on the app today, so I don't know what you know and what you don't know.
I've been on the app none at all today. I've been on the app none at all this week. Yesterday, when I hopped in your live, was the first time I was on the app in like 6 days. I've been focused on something else.
Yeah, this is all, it's just fucked.
I don't know. I'm going to ask Bougie if she said that. And just like I asked you, I ain't going to fly off the handle with nobody. I've never threatened you.
No, I'm not asking you to fly off the handle at anybody at all. Just hearing that today made me fucking sick to my stomach. Cause just stop already. Like hearing you guys don't have to go to Florida, man. Like, see, and that's the thing. Like, I have enough respect for both of y'all to have this conversation off the fucking app. But what I can't do, Florida Man, and I would sure hope that you would understand that I can't do this, especially being a trans mom, is I can't get behind what the fuck was said. Huh.
Just a quick
With
recap,
the
because I've got like
transgender being called it's being referred to as I mean so it was Bougie, 50, and Trish in a box, but it was Trish that said it. And so
there are like how was it said?
pretty fucking disgusting. And then laughed about and then doubled back down on. Like I mean the clip's quick. If you want to hear it, I'll play it. So then
No, I don't.
I went into Megan's live where Megan gave Bougie and 50 a safe space because Dora wouldn't give them a safe space. And Trish came in, and I got in the box and said how I felt on it. And then FWA went live, and she kept talking about the other night when we were all in there. And I jumped up in the box and was like, no, apparently it was from last night. So FWA came out at me, fucking guns a-blazing, screaming. And I stayed very fucking calm for a very long time. Until I started screaming back at her. I did.
How does it all start?
Over me telling Trish she was wrong for fucking calling a trans an it and double backing on it and laughing.
Well, I will say before that, like, I will fully own, I was in Dora's box this morning and I was upset because there were comments made about Casey on FWA's live to shame Sunshine. And I don't think the intention was to bring Casey into it in a negative connotation, but it was joked about that Casey has not had full surgery, so he is not fully a man. That was specifically said by Bougie. He's not fully a man yet. It was also stated at one point that it's like Sunshine wanted to leave her husband to go to another woman. And for me, that really invalidated Casey's status as a transgendered male. Nobody in Dora's live, in my opinion, like, I was in there, Joyce was in there. We had our issues. We were there to stand up for Casey, but it instantaneously is obviously taken as, well, everybody's fucking talking shit. Everybody's fucking dragging us because they hate this person, they hate that person, and there just couldn't be a civilized conversation about it. And what's really upsetting is
That's
that
because nobody can have.
Yeah, and what's upsetting is, like,
Oh, sorry.
Bougie kind of said that Sunshine was the one to bring Casey up. But my point and my question to her tonight that she couldn't answer was, why did Casey have to be put into this situation? There's so much shit to drag
Because
Sunshine over. Why did we have to scream that Casey has a glass dick over and over again and that Sunshine wants to fuck him with it?
But let's also keep it 100. And
it's Casey's fault for his. Hold on. It's Casey's fault for his girlfriend being that scammy Pam account that keeps fucking with everybody and posting kids and shit. So I mean, that there's that too. Look at everything.
Wait, who's scammy Pam?
The Pam, the scam account that's posting snark kids. That
isn't
fake
that the
account that's posting
Valerie,
snark kids.
That's what I'm confused about. Is that the account Dora said posted that video?
That's what I was just about to ask you. Dora said today, and we're not dumb, man. We know for a fact that we know why Dora called this out, right? It was to target Bougie and 50. We know that. When I listened to the clip,
to deflect,
it was what's her face fucking that said the it, and I can't off the top of my head think of the other comment because I've been so pissed about this. And I actually took hours before I came live to address it because everybody may be cool with fucking FWA talking that way to everybody else. I'm not at all. I had an issue with her mod. I addressed it with her mod. My child is part of that community. I'm part of that community. I have every fucking right to say it. To say something.
Aren't you going to defend your people though?
Which people?
Your friends.
Yeah.
So she can too.
Sure she can. That don't mean that I have to fucking back down in what's right. Because Florida man, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're talking about the same woman that tells us all the time as white people to educate ourselves, and I do. We're talking about the same woman that if something racial is said, we definitely stand up for her. When her case got put out here, hell, I didn't even know the details. I just knew that I was cool with her and I rode hard for her.
Well, here's how I see it. Like, say, back when I was going to Mallory, her mods would defend her. I never took offense to her mods defending her at all. I would just be like, okay, and I understood within myself that if I was in their position, I would defend my friend too. And that's just how people got to look at things. That's how stuff gets blown out of proportion because, okay, someone talks some shit. That doesn't mean that you don't have to not stand up for what's right, but it does gives you a choice. Are you going to involve more people? Are you going to become mad at more people? Or are you going to understand that she's defending her friend?
I didn't, but that's the thing. Like, I'm not involving more people. I didn't get mad at more people. I said what I had to say to her mod. Now, I want you to understand this. I said what I had to say to her mod on Megan's platform. FWA then goes to her platform, is completely lost in the sauce, talking about a whole day it wasn't even about, not even knowing what she's talking. And quite frankly, it sounds like she's more pissed off that she got pulled away from her dinner or lunch or what the fuck ever. It wasn't even about what the fuck was said. And I was trying to explain to her, like, listen, it offended a whole community.
And how long ago was this?
Just today. Well, it happened last night, apparently, during my live.
How long ago did Trish say this about Casey?
Last night.
Yesterday, yeah. I will say a big portion of the issue isn't necessarily that FWA is standing up for her mod. I think it's in that it feels as if people aren't hearing that there was an entire community that heard those words, and there were a lot of people who did feel a type of way about it. And even if the malicious intent wasn't there, even if somebody didn't mean to offend or upset anybody, there were people that had feelings about it, and there were people who were hurt. And when that hurt was expressed outside of Casey, taking him completely out of it, people were kind of told, well, it wasn't about you, so get over it.
Well, what you just said, it wasn't said in any way to hurt anybody. So, and people will have feelings about that, of course. But what about talking to them in the DMs and being like, hey, that ain't cool? Because I do that to people. I talk to them in the DMs. Big example, TikTok TMZ, when she did that. I try to get her to end the live so people don't spiral her out of control and make her say it again. And then I talk to her in the DMs.
Florida man, respectfully, I think you should probably hear this clip. It was all over every fucking platform today. And I never knew there was any type of issue with FWA. So
where did it start?
Her platform after being called a bitch and I don't know all the other fucking things, however many times. So I went over there and got a box because we always have, right? So why would I not? But what I wasn't gonna do is let her just scream at me like a fucking banshee, and then you people. And
well, that is it's she's got a right to be a little bit prejudiced. I mean, I will say that because
then I have a right to always stand up for my child and the fact that my child's trans.
You do. But where did we lose the whole peaceful, like, conversation, education part of things?
So I tried that, right? When I went over there on her platform, and you can ask everybody that's been in here listening to these clips, I stayed very calm. Very calm.
Is Dora the first one to play this?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Y'all be falling for that shit because all Dora's doing is just trying to fucking deflect from the shit she's got going on by finding anything and being like, hey, everybody, pay attention to all that so I can breathe for a minute.
Yeah, housewives, I know she was.
But the thing is before this live clip was played on anybody's platform, did anybody DM Trish and try to be like, hey, this is what you said, why did you say it that way?
So I didn't know that Trish was involved. I was told Bougie, right? So I went and said something to Bougie.
So it all started because people put out misinformation.
No, not really. Bougie told me. Bougie told me that she didn't say it. Then the clips got played.
Yes, but you were told at first that Bougie said it.
I was told at first.
And then it came out.
No, hold on.
So the whole thing that we put out there was that Bougie said it and she didn't. So whoever put it out there first
But she
put
did.
it out there with misinformation to get people riled up and to get people arguing and fighting and to obviously get attention off of another topic. I mean, I'm not saying don't stand up for the transgender community. Please, by all means, do. But please try to do it in a more peaceful way.
I tried.
Like,
I got
go
fucking
to the
Hold
DM.
on,
that.
hold on. I'm just gonna say it because I feel like OG doesn't want to say it and throw anybody under a bus. On Monday night, when everything was going down, and Bougie made several comments about Casey's glass dick and how Casey was not fully a man, I reached out to OG and I said, "Look, I don't think that Bougie appreciates hearing things from me. I've confronted her in the past about a few things. It doesn't seem to be well received. I it might be more well received from OG. So I did ask her to have like a private conversation with Bougie on why that could be harmful because there were several people messaging me upset. But nobody tried to bring this to the app. Like I got on and Dora was already talking about a conversation and to express kind of the feelings that had been felt when the comments were made Monday night. And then that's when everything came back to Tuesday night. And then the comments were made where Casey was called an it.
Correct, because I
Well, are you
did
sure?
go to Bougie.
Because the way I understand it is that Bougie wasn't saying that to be offensive. Bougie was explaining to somebody Casey's situation, where Casey's at in the transition right now.
I understand that. And that's where I'm saying she may not have meant for it to come off offensive, but for people in the community, there are some people who were offended by that because there's many transgendered individuals who do not have the full surgery and they felt as if that is somehow invalidating the gender in which they don't complete the surgery.
No, I can assure you she doesn't mean it that way. Bougie has been nothing but pro transgender community.
Okay, but can I point out that like over the last year and a half, there have been times where I have said things and it's come out wrong, and I've had to take accountability for that and recognize that sometimes when I don't mean something to come out a type of way, it still comes out that type of way. And so when people feel a type of way, sometimes you have to be willing to address how that made them feel and recognize how sometimes language can matter. Just like with Trish saying that Casey was an it. Like
Well, yeah,
she may not
I'd
have.
say like peacefully, because all the fighting and arguing and all that about it, I just don't think it's worth it. The chat keeps saying that people sent Dora clips for Dora to put it out there and get it started, but the same with Bougie is the same with you, Mallory. I don't think either one of y'all should have been drugged as much as you were. There's a lot of stuff that you said, honestly, that people just twisted to make it be like that with a 5-second clip.
I get that. I do. And I think the bigger issue at this point is, to be quite honest, like a lot of us did not have any intention of dragging her. And so if she felt dragged, then I'm sorry, but there are people who did approach me that felt very hurt by the rhetoric in which she used to explain things. And I would hope that as much accountability as she demands other people take, she would be willing to recognize that even when she doesn't mean for it to come off a type of way, sometimes the things she says can have a lot of power. And when she said Casey is not fully a man, that did make some people feel that their feelings or their sexuality is invalidated and they're not fully a person because they haven't had the surgery.
I get that. I do. I get where you're coming from. But also, on the other side, could it just be also that Bougie said it?
Not for me. It wasn't the problem. It was literally like the way that people were approaching me and how they felt. And I think that's what I've learned is most important is irregardless of how I say something, if somebody approaches me and they say it made me feel this type of way, it's important to listen to them. And I think that sometimes she does get set in needing to be so right that she doesn't want to hear it. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to drag her. But she has literally told me to my face before in a live that I don't fucking listen to people. So I'm sorry, but I do think she returns that energy sometimes.
And my shit wasn't even about
I
booty.
might know a different bougie than you, but I don't think it blew up all that bad until Dora got sent to clips to play to blow it out of proportion, and then I went around saying that Bougie had said what Trish said. So I don't even know. I haven't even heard the clips. I don't want to hear the clips because I'm super busy with something else and I'm focused on that.
Right, but I think you should hear the clips before sitting here defending people.
I also want to
Well,
make sure that you're
that's
aware. I did not take this to Dora. That rhetoric was tried to be pushed today in Megan's live. And it
I
was
don't
said
know.
that this was all my fault. I was not the one that went to Dora with this. I came on and she was already live talking about it.
I didn't watch Dora's live, Megan's live. Honestly, I've sent 5 text messages today. Well, I've more than 5, but I've texted probably 5 people today. I haven't been on Discord much. I haven't been doing anything but what I've been doing. But this is me getting this side of things and how it went down and how everybody feels about it. And I get it. But I get it, but I don't get it. But I get it. But then again, I don't get it.
I was gonna say, like, do you though? Because honestly, like, and my shit's not even about Bougie. First of all, my shit's about fucking Dora. The fact that fucking Dora, of all people, that still hasn't taken accountability for her own fucking shit. And Miss Trish there, which I will say, yes, she did apologize. And it moved on. Okay, good, done deal. But then FWA went to her live and fucking blew a gasket and was making it about herself and saying, you know, she got called away from her lunch or whatever for her mod. Okay, well, that's your mod saying some fucked up shit about a whole community. And they don't understand where the disrespect is. Now, Florida Man, tell me, if I got on my platform and made a racial slur, how would that fucking go over?
With people that know you, they would DM you, they would text you, like everybody does, or like everybody did with the one that nobody was aware was a racial slur. With the people that are just trying to drag people, yeah, they'll go live, play clips, do that shit. It's a weird habit that we all got into. I'm out of that habit, by the way, because I don't really give a fuck what other people say or do. I just, if I can't talk to them privately, or if it goes bad privately, I just don't fuck with them. Like, is the argument worth it?
Well, respectfully, not all of us can talk to somebody like you can privately, because when we do, we get fucking dumbed down. We get circles.
Well,
That's
I mean, Florida Man, I'll tell you this: if that was me, and I said some fucked up bullshit, do you know that OG would have my ass on a hanger for real? Because OG would call me out on it, whether it was on a live or in a phone call. She will call me out on my shit, and for I respect OG for that. She will call any one of us out on
But
our shit.
hold on a minute. Are,
And that
did
is respect.
did I not have to come on a platform, Florida Man, and be called out and take accountability for a meme that I reshared on my own Facebook years ago?
Yes, you did. I remember that. Yes, you did.
I'm back. Yeah, and I said just get it out the way, get it over with, so people can stop bringing it up because it was already brought up for what 8 months at that point.
Hell, it's still getting brought up, from my understanding.
There you go. But that was the best effort you could have tried to get it out the way. Now you can look at anybody else bringing it up and be like, I did that shit. I did that shit the right way. I did that shit every way. Everybody brings it up. Everybody puts it out there. Whatever. You've already had that conversation and alive with like 300-400 people. If they missed it, they missed it. But it's okay. Don't worry. Every time someone hears a clip of what I say, even if they were there for when I said it, they act like it's the first time they've ever heard me say it. It's like the first time every time with anything that I say. A lot of this is that we have to recognize the people that we're dealing with and the rage baiting and the anger and the shit that they want people to do by manipulation, by planting that little seed of anger and putting division between people. That's what they want. Because if we're focused on ourselves and each other, if we're focused on each other, we're not focused on them. They feel like more eyes are on them when nobody's fighting. There's no infighting, there's no arguing, there's nothing like that. When there is infighting, they feel like the eyes are off of them and onto another issue. And then with the way TikTok works, that to most people means that the issue that was there was solved. And it's not.
Why does it feel like, though, if certain people have an issue with something that's said or done, they can keep pushing until you or somebody else that can get people's attention address that issue, and they can keep dragging that issue for months, days, weeks, years. But if it's somebody that's less important and they have feelings about something or something was done to them, they're just supposed to suck it the fuck up and leave it in the past.
Well, nobody's less important. And that's what a lot of people try to make people out to be, is less important, because people love it when they do somebody wrong and the person that they did wrong seemingly can't get the word out there. They feel good about that. When people believe the abuser over the victim. And I don't do anything I don't feel passionate enough about to say something about. I just don't take random things. I mean, a lot of the random shit that you've seen me talk about, I've never told you why. I've never told anybody why, and I never will. But there's always something behind it where I feel passionate enough to talk about it.
I just think that in the future, some people need to recognize too, though, that before they jump on the "oh my god, I'm being dragged" train and resort to, well, this person's going to drag this person now. Maybe recognize that people are entitled to, the intention was there. People can have healthy conversations and people can be upset about things. It doesn't mean that everybody has to sit there and fucking fight, but like at the same time, there were she meant to or not, and I know a few of them. If she'd have just come out and said, look, I didn't mean for it to come out that way and I apologize if it did, they would have been happy with that. But it was the way in which everything was kind of handled as if she's being attacked, and nobody's allowed to talk about how something she said made them feel, but we always listen to how other people's words make her feel.
So I do got a question based off of that. No, everybody in these boxes know that you can message Bougie privately and she's not going to bite your head off.
You can't, though. You can't.
Sure about that?
You can't. She gaslights the fuck out of people, Florida man. I'm sorry, but she does. And the fact that she told somebody tonight that she was going to get you to drag me again, she's not always cordial with people. And I'm sorry, but I trusted her to a point until she came out and said, well, I gave all your messages to Florida man. And it is what it is. I didn't say anything wrong to her in those messages. I'm not scared of that. But when it comes to that, I don't trust going to her anymore, because how can I trust somebody who literally the second that we had a falling out ran to somebody and said, I gave all your messages to this person, so fuck you.
Who told you that she said that?
Bougie did. Back when she and I had the falling out, it was I gave Florida Man all my messages so he can see everything that Mallory and Rissa said to me. And that does instill a sense of distrust. She only unblocked me on Snapchat like a month ago. I have not felt safe speaking to her in private for a very long time. And I'm valid in those feelings because she did portray that when she said to everybody that she gave you my messages. And I'm not holding that against you, but literally, do you realize for an entire month people were in the chat saying, I can't wait to see Mallory's messages. Florida Man's gonna out her so much. I've been waiting for this fucking day. Like, I wasn't scared of what's in those messages, but irregardless of the fact, she betrayed a huge sense of trust. And for her to overlook that and feel as if people can just approach her and trust her, there's a lot of us who don't trust her because she did that shit.
Let me give hold on. Let me give you a little backstory on that, so it's not misconstrued. I asked OG for the same thing. I wanted full transparency because everybody said that they were doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. There was so much shit that everybody was saying that they were doing, and I said, I can't go off your word. I'll talk to you. I talked to Bougie for 8 hours. I talked to OG. Both gave me their messages, and I said, I'm going to read them. I'm going to go through them. I'm going to see if you were honest with me. And they were. That way, if anything came up.
I get that, but you did come on a few times and say that you were going to slowly release my messages.
I did that, but I'm getting to that. If they were to say something and it wasn't true and I had proof to back up that it wasn't true, I would have corrected it on the spot, wherever it was, whether it was private or public. And they both knew that. But the whole, I'm going to release your messages, it wasn't to fuck with you. I mean, we weren't on good terms at the time, so it might have been a little bit to fuck with you. But it was also to fuck with all these weird people that were messaging me. And that were saying, oh, like Holly Mae, oh, just release Bougie's messages. And Mare, oh, I only got 5 years left to live. Are you ever going to release her messages and get her off the app? People like that. It showed who people were. And I didn't like who those people were. A lot of those people were associating with me just purely to use me. And that's why.
I get that. I do. I don't want to invalidate that. Pastor Petty's House of Lies, that's not true. I never had a whole phone dump on my life. Please don't lie on me. I always respected you. Don't do that. But also, even if you had good intentions behind it, there's still the fact that you have somebody who came to you and was, no, I didn't, Pastor Petty's House of Lies. I did not have Stephanie do a phone dump on my live. Pull the live.
I thought Stephanie did the phone dump on her own.
Stephanie did the phone dump on her own fucking live, and some of us went up there to record it and ask her fucking questions. But she did not do it on my fucking live. And the fact that you're sitting here saying that really upsets me right now because I have done nothing but defend you and respect you. And I've always been really happy with how your shit went. Yeah, on Stephanie's fucking platform.
I don't know whose live it was
on. It was on Stephanie's.
I didn't even watch that live because I knew Stephanie from the get-go. I knew she was full of shit. I knew she was going to delete shit, and she did. So.
But I will also say that if you don't know why Bougie and I had our first falling out, when we did, it was because I kicked her from the box because I didn't agree with something she was saying in the moment, and I needed to regain control of that conversation. And she got pissed off at me, and that's when she turned around and she started going around and talking shit on me. And I'm sorry, but the second that she said she was willing to give out my text messages to anybody, like, I have sent you one person's messages, and it was Mare's, to show you that I didn't treat her the way she said I did. That took everything in me because I don't fucking send my text messages around.
Well, so, as soon as Mare said I got 5 years left, are you ever going to put her messages out and get her off the app?
I get that.
I knew she was full of shit.
I get that. That was the one thing that really fucking hurt me is I didn't do anything shady. I didn't send her a bunch of people's information. I barely talked to her. And for her to come out and say that she gave Rissa and Mai's texts, as if it kind of sounded like we were scheming together and doing all these things together and doing all this shit to her. Like, it wasn't okay.
Well,
at least Stephanie had the balls to come on live and do it her fucking self. She hid behind you. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. She ran to you. Like, I at least give Stephanie props for having the balls to do it herself.
I no, hold on. I reached out to her and she told me to go fuck myself. And Stephanie only did that live so she could try to cover her own ass. That's the only reason she did it live. She deleted so much out of that phone dump. It was with it was malicious intent the whole time with Stephanie. She wanted to make it look like she's innocent and, you know, it was all bougie, while deleting all the shit out of her there that, you know, made her look bad. You know, she didn't put the part in there where she gave Bougie Muffin Man's name 2 weeks prior and then somehow didn't remember it. She deleted that part, but she kept the part where she didn't remember it in there.
Listen, I get it. I think Stephanie's a fucking snake. I think Stephanie has done Bougie wrong. I just personally, in my experiences, when I have told Bougie that something she is saying or doing isn't okay, like when she like, I don't care how you feel about Rivka. When she and Stephanie sat on a live and said that Rivka doesn't behave like somebody who was trafficked as a child and she shouldn't come on here and be so slutty. Like, I got in a box and I told him it's not okay. And I was dismissed. And I was made to feel like my opinion didn't matter. And there have been multiple instances where Bougie has made me feel as if when I come to her and I express an opinion or a feeling, she doesn't give a shit. And it's basically like, well, you're wrong. You're wrong in how you're feeling. And she
Rivka really fucked over Bougie pretty bad. Like, she ran around this whole motherfucking app saying that they ripped her video off of OF and posted her revenge corn.
I get that, but it's just like when somebody sits on a live and says you don't behave like someone who was trafficked should behave. We can't define that, and it is an overarching statement, and that's what's harmful.
I stand with every statement made about Rivka. Everything that she said that did not match up with her messages. Everything that she said did not match up with the truth. I mean, even Rivka flat out said in a live, and I have it recorded, that I don't give a fuck. I'll say what I want, even if it is a lie. I'll make people think it's okay. I'll make people think it's the truth. They'll believe me. So, fuck her.
And I get it. I'm not saying that, like, you should feel a type of way about Rivka, but the people who hear that, who have experienced trafficking, that can be extremely triggering and hurtful and harmful. That's what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes she needs to realize that when she says something directed at one person, it can come off towards multiple people. And when it involves
my perspective that sometimes I say some stuff that can have some area effect. It can harm a lot of people. I do my best. Oh boy, some people deserve that insult they're about to get, and there's going to be some casualties along the way. I'm sorry. If they have a problem, they can always reach out to me. I'll talk to them. But that one person in particular probably deserves that much of an insult.
Hey, Bougie, I have a question. Hold on. I have a serious question for Bougie. Hey, Bougie, when Ratina and Holly Mae came at me and they said that I was the one that dragged Ratina for her unaliving and said that the whole reason they came after me and they started attacking me was because of that, how many times did you stand up and say, no, that was Stephanie and I? Because I specifically remember it took Bubbles playing the live to prove that I wasn't in there. So please do not act as if you have given a shit about me.
To be fair, Ratina and Holly Mae would not listen to a word Bougie said.
No, they don't. But even still, she expects everybody to defend her, but she does not defend people when they stand with her. She has hurt a lot of people because she expects people to take the fucking heat for her.
But then when they throw people under a bus because they're associated with her, she's nowhere to be fucking found.
I was just kind of confused at why I just received a text asking if Bougie could be unblocked. Bougie has never been blocked in my life.
Again, Bougie, I tried and you didn't listen. I fucking tried and you didn't listen. That's the problem.
So, I do got a question. It's a serious question. I'm not being a dick. When you have a conversation with somebody, do you expect them to immediately absorb the information and make like the immediate change?
Say that again. Sorry.
When you have a conversation with somebody, do you expect them to immediately absorb it and immediately make those changes?
I don't, because I know I can't. When you came to me about having a conversation with Biker Bitch a long time ago, what did I tell you? I don't know if I can do that.
No, you was no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even no, I don't know to it. It was absolutely not.
Nope.
But I think by the time we hung up the phone, I said to you, it's something I would have to think about. I don't know if I can do that.
Now, you said no, but did I ever bring it up to you again?
No, I brought it up to you.
Did I
called you like 3 days later, and I said,
Did I ever judge you for it?
Nope.
Not at all.
No.
I respect you as a person, so I had that conversation with you. I accepted your answer as it was. I allowed you to be yourself and come to the determination that would be more comfortable for you. It's very easy. If I have a conversation with somebody, I don't expect them to immediately do what I say. I let them exist how they see. And you know what? If what they said is wrong, they will see the repercussions of it by backlash from other people, or they'll see that it's wrong. If they don't see that it's wrong, they don't see that it's wrong. I do it with everybody. I tend to try to not argue with people. I only argue with a select few people on this app anymore. It's always the same people.
So can I ask you a question then?
Mm-hmm.
Do you not think it was wrong that a woman called a trans and then double back down? And I wish I could fucking remember the comment right after it. Something
who's Billy Boy?
Huh?
Who's Billy Boy down there? Give me 1 second or two.
I don't see a Billy Boy.
Can I just say really quickly, Bougie, you can say that we communicated fine. I'm pretty sure I can go pull text messages where I felt as if I was being used as a means to an end. I know I was being shit talked behind the scenes because I had multiple people approach me and tell me about the things you were saying about me. We had one conversation on the phone with Rissa, but at the same time, you were very condescending to me a lot of the times. And when I tried to approach you about my feelings, you never gave a shit. I tried multiple times to dragging me and you not ever saying anything about me not being in that live, but you didn't listen. And this is the problem that I have is like, you act as if people don't try to talk to you. You act as if people aren't allowed to have their feelings, but you make people feel a type of way. And then when they tell you how you make them feel, it's instantaneously, well, here's what's the problem with you. 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 You don't listen. You have made me feel like a piece of shit multiple times when you talk to me. And it's because you talk down.
But I don't think Bougie, she was talking for the public. I just heard her say, me, I, me.
I get to speak for myself, Bougie. I get to speak for how you made me feel. And that is how you made me feel. And I'm sorry if you don't like hearing that. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but you did make me feel lesser than. And it's just like when I was in IO's live and I was sending him something,
You instantaneously came in there and told me, well, we all know you can't do research, so why are you sending him my stuff? I was sending him a video that I'd fucking recorded, by the way. It's just insulting how you approach people and you talk to them and you make them feel as if they're not good enough.
I will say my live was not about bougie. Mine was about friends and how I was made to feel there, and that me standing up for the community. However, I will say this, bougie, after the fact, when coming and talking to you about it, you defended friends, and it was like my feelings or how I felt about what was said about the community was an I don't give a fuck. And then you threw in there, and I got cussed out by OG, which honestly, I don't feel the text I sent you was like cussing you out, more so saying, hey, the clips were fucking played and the shit that was said was sick.
So I'm going to give you a little secret. Can I get the big box real quick? You victim blame. I don't give a fuck what you say. You don't look at both sides. So if you want to keep running your mouth, you can keep running your mouth. I don't fucking like you anyways.
I will say
Was that after I left Bougie?
he's
Was
been
that
up here having a conversation. Let's at least give him that, please.
Was that and I'm not being like a dick when I asked that. Was that after I left the call? Because I didn't hear that on the call at all.
OG, I can say she did say that. She did say you were valid in your feelings and you had the right to feel that. I did hear her say that.
Well, I appreciate that. It must have been after I left the call because I did not hear that, no. Did you ever actually send me Mallory's text? Because I don't remember having many at all. Nope, because we only had Snap.
I never got your text messages, Mallory.
Okay, but how fucked up is it to get on here and tell everybody that you do have them and sit here and play along with it and make it like that's fucking psychological warfare?
Hey, that's what it takes for some of these people.
But I get that, but like literally, like she sat them to you. Like
There were 6 messages off of Snapchat that were saved that I got.
Even if she didn't send them, I'm sorry. I still think it's fucked up to have gotten on here and told people that she did. Like,
Hey,
Billy, I don't know who you are, Billy Boy, but I promise this is not the live for you. So let me show you the door. There you go.
It showed who people were, and that was a big point of it. Because if you notice, I would be like, "Oh, text or drop them tonight," and then they won it. And I kept doing it and kept doing it. I've even got text messages, I believe, with OG. I told you what I was doing, didn't I? I said, I'm just going to fuck with these people because I ain't putting none of y'all's text messages out there all like that because it ain't none of their fucking business, which you talk about privately.
I get that, but at the time, can you understand how it felt to know that you didn't do a bunch of shady shit with somebody and they were saying that they gave your text messages to somebody in an attempt to make you look like the bad drug you all over the app for the last year and a half, acting like you're the biggest fucking piece of shit?
Can I give you like an honest response to that? And I'm not being mean about this, but do you know how it feels to platform somebody for them to lie about essaying them and have that done to you by many, many people, you included?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Skittles.
Oh.
She ran all over this app, Mallory's platform too. I have the recording where she sat up there and she said, yes, he essayed me. It's false. None of y'all came to me to even look at the 2,000 plus receipts that I had in that server. So yeah, I kind of get how that
own it. I have done some fucked up shit and I should have listened, just like I have sat with OG and said, absolutely, I should have talked to you. I should have talked to you just like I did with Skittles.
But I've gotten over that. I've gotten over it with everybody, actually. Everybody that has, well, most everybody that has done it, I'm good with. Nothing anybody can put out there can make me go back on being good about that. But we all have to understand that we all do fuck shit to some people, and just because it's that person, it's okay. And I'm one of them people that it's okay to do it to, just because it's me. And same with you, Mallory. You're one of those people too. That might be why I'm like, why all the fighting?
And I get that. I do, but I think that anytime somebody voices how Bougie makes them feel or how Bougie may have come off, she doesn't want to have a conversation. She just wants to say she's being dragged. And then she does at times kind of start to talk about you as if there's that fear of repercussion. And I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm not trying to start stuff. But I don't think it's okay for her to invalidate how she's made other people feel, whether she's meant to or not.
100% of the people that I've helped, I barely talk to them after a while. I barely talk to OG. I barely talk to Mittens. I barely talk to Bougie.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again, please?
I barely talk to OG. I barely talk to Mittens. I barely talk to Bougie. I barely talk to anybody, actually. But I barely talk to anybody. I'm there.
Well, wait a minute. Part of that statement confuses me because of something that was said the other day.
What?
Can I just interrupt for just like a quick moment?
Yep.
Can we maybe let Mush say whatever he wanted to say? He's been sitting up here quietly and patiently waiting.
Absolutely.
I haven't been looking at his phone. Go ahead, Mush.
No, you guys were talking. There's a lot of history that I don't know about, so I'm just being quiet on that. I came up here to ask a couple questions about today. Not, questions are about today. And before I start, I throw out my little disclaimer. I am a very poor speaker. So if I say something that offends someone, I am not trying to offend you if it is offensive. I truly believe something being offensive and someone being offended are two different things. Everyone has the right to their feelings for it. I think intention has a lot more to do with it than what people are giving it to. I think a lot of people have come at barreling guns out about comments that were made. Listening to the lives today while I was at work and driving, I've heard multiple platforms play the clips. It was jokes about sunshine to begin with. And they were jokes. Trish said what she said, and she apologized for that. I would like to think that if we expect and we want grace and people to understand and be accepting of our apologies, that we do that to them.
I'm sorry. Trish apologized.
She did, yes.
Yeah, I've told you that. She apologized, and then FWA went on her platform and fucking brought it all back out.
Hold on one second. Let's let Mush finish. I promise you I didn't hear anything about Trish apologizing. But go ahead, Mush.
Yeah, she did. I think my issue with a lot of the things that were said today by a lot of different people is a lot of people are sitting in judgment, and a lot of people are acting as though they are superior and have a right to demand or even expect an apology or expect a change of behavior from someone. OG, you stating how you feel about it, those are your feelings and you're valid in them. If people don't agree or people don't accept it, that's shitty, but it happens. I 100% think you were in the right to feel the way you feel. My whole thing is between you and FWA, I think that was a lot of emotions and a lot of misunderstanding that just went way off the rails.
One of her own mods texted me, Mush, and said, I think FWA just took her anger for Dora out on you.
I'm not the person Like, for the people who really know me, I'm not the person to throw out names, but I agree. I think it wasn't a precision. It was more of a scatter than a precision. My problem with everyone I heard talking today, and I don't do names because that's not what I do, is there was a lot of condescending talk of, well, people need to feel this way. They have to change. They have to see what's wrong. People don't have to do anything. You can state your opinion. You can state what you think should be done. But at the end of the day, people don't have to. And if it comes to a point where there's so much disagreement between two people, then they should just split up and go their separate ways. Being held accountable, bringing up an issue to someone that you think is wrong, that you think is socially incorrect, that you think is bad, cool, bring it up. Approach that person, confront that person, tell them your feelings, tell them you're that other person to accept that accountability. If they don't want to accept it, we can complain about it and yell about it and scream about it from the tops of the roofs, but uses too.
For some people, though, it wasn't necessarily about accountability or change. Like, I will tell you, I'm fucking sick and tired of not being able to have a conversation without being judged with who I'm around. Just like I was in Dora's live today, and people in the fucking comments were telling me to check my BFF and go tell my BFF how it should be. I didn't fucking appreciate it. I stood up for Mitch over there but at the end of the day, like, it feels as if we have to fucking walk on eggshells and we aren't allowed to have a goddamn conversation about how things might make somebody else feel. And it feels as if, like,
No, you can.
Someone just paid to drop mush.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good.
Oh,
Wait, you're doing it? Shit.
I thought everybody was doing it now.
That's awful. No, I'm actually that's kind of weird. Like, I don't like it when it's like a good conversation. And Mush had some very good points.
My bad. I thought everybody.
Yeah, hey, that's your. I ain't judging. You're good. It just takes
good points just to acknowledge it.
I feel like it takes credibility away from the conversation, honestly.
But can't you, I mean, isn't it how it works though that he can come back up?
Yeah, that's fine. I just think that paying to drop somebody who had good points in the conversation just is people who are trying to pay money for entertainment because they want to see the drama continue. My question to Mallory would be the people that do exactly this, like run with it and keep playing the clips and get riled up by it and all that. Are they worth being like, or should we be better than them?
I mean, Brooke and them had a whole live on me the other night, and I can't tell you a single fucking word they said because they're entitled to their opinion of their feelings and who they think I am. And at the end of the day, like, I choose to let people have their feelings. If they want to vent about me, vent about me. But I just think that at the end of the day, like, people are upset with where some people are sitting, and there are some of us who have been okay with all sides. There are some of us who can go into different lives and we can be okay with multiple people because I don't know what your issue with Dora is. I will fully tell you here and now. Janice Savage sent me messages pretending to be somebody else and then attempted to blame it on Dora. I don't trust her. I'm sorry. That's who I am. I still don't trust you any less because of that. I just, at the end of the day, have my people that I'm okay with.
God damn, y'all, don't come for my fucking throat. My bad. Shit.
I have people that I'm okay with. I have people that I'm not okay with. And I don't expect anybody else to, like, ever feel they have to sit in certain spaces because of me. And I don't expect anybody else to ever hold their feelings in certain regards because of me. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We're all fucking flawed as hell. And it's just
Right.
it's not fucking okay.
My issue with Dora, can definitely 100% be solved. It's just they have to have the proper conversations with the proper people and make it right with them.
Mush got an invite to come back up.
There's I got to talk to have a conversation, and that's the problem. If they would have a conversation, then we could start making progress towards fixing it. But if not, I'm totally fine with not being over there. But I've also never judged anybody for being over there. Monster that goes over there.
Yeah.
She advocates for it in the chat. I don't blame her at all. Like I tell people let Monster have her opinion when it comes, with her MT because she's good with them. She's allowed to have her opinion, even if it's in my space, even if I'm actively shitting on her. She's allowed to defend them, and I respect her for it. And the same goes for you sitting over there. I don't judge you for sitting anywhere that you sit, but the people that are judging, that's where they're stuck in the cycle of like
And
sides
that's part
and
of
all
the
that.
problem is some people did judge some of us for being able to have a conversation with Dora today. And it's because they just assumed that everybody was jumping on the attack bougie, attack 50 train. And I genuinely got up there at first because Rockin' Robin was basically trying to say a bunch of shit about me that wasn't true.
Hold on, I need to cut you off. Mush, you need to come back up. Someone paid $30 to bring you back up.
But at the same time, like, there are feelings, and be mad that we had the conversation with Dora, like, it was about the feelings. It's not even about the fucking person. It's about the way that people were made to feel.
It wasn't a conversation that Dora was having this morning. That wasn't a deliberate
With all due
attack on
respect,
Bougie's mix.
with all due respect, I literally, I will send you the text messages, OG, where she literally messaged me trying to get me to shit on Dora.
I've never
and
messaged you,
hold
Mallory,
on,
not
Jen.
one
Hold
time in
on,
my
Jen.
life.
Blame it on Dora when Dora didn't know that
That's
Jen was
a
messaging
fucking
me.
lie.
When Jen did,
Let's see
she
those
did not.
messages. Let's not send them. Let's just show them.
I showed them
Why do we
before
gotta play
you ran,
games?
Jen.
I'm not running. Here I
would
am.
appreciate you please leaving me the fuck alone.
I have never messaged you a day in my fucking life.
Never. You didn't
I
message
don't like
me.
you. I wouldn't message
Oh,
you.
so
I
you
think
didn't
you're a
message me on
shitster.
your Jen is Stronger account and ask me to
I'm
go
not
after Dora? Okay.
She's not Jenna Stronger.
Stronger.
She's not Jenna. She is not Jenna Stronger.
No, that's not Jenna Stronger, man.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Like, I thought it was Jenna Stronger. Sorry.
When you're going to talk shit on people, know who you're talking about before you talk shit. You look
Well, with all due
stupid.
respect, don't come. Well, you kind of look stupid too for coming up here and making accusations that people were attempting to be a certain way over there. So maybe don't come up being bullheaded at first and expect people to give you the respect that you could not give to the person to begin with.
I wouldn't
Give
give Dora
respect
respect.
if
She
you
doesn't
want it.
deserve respect. She doesn't
Well, with
deserve
all
respect.
due respect,
That live
say,
was to do
with all due
exactly this,
respect,
Mallory.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you because Dora's never treated me like shit.
I will say, Mallory.
It's not about treating you like shit. It was about treating Bougie and Mitch like shit. It was about pointing out shit that didn't exist. It was about doing this to OG. It was about stirring shit all fucking day. She's done nothing but upset everyone across this fucking app. And you sit in this live and defend the bitch.
I think it's weird that you're expecting people to choose sides. But okay, so when Bougie made me feel like shit, it didn't matter. You're allowed to sit with her, and I'm not gonna sit here and judge you for that. But
Here's the thing: this live tonight was about OG, and you've turned it into your feelings about Bougie.
No, I really didn't. It
Was your
became
attempt today in Dora's live
Jesus Christ. Okay,
about
OG,
paying out
I'm gonna
shit,
drop because
or
this
was it about
person
you
clearly has some anger
stirring
issues
shit
and I'm
because
not
you had
doing
hurt
this.
feelings about
Bye.
Bougie?
So I will say, me personally,
I'm sorry.
myself, you're fine. I still have problems with Dora. Dora has not taken, and I know Florida Man, you're gonna be like, you can't make her take accountability, and I know I can't.
No, when I say that Dora needs to have conversations with people and make shit right, you're one of the people. So is Jen. So is Rim. So is Gemini. So is a bunch of people. Like Dora's got to make shit right with a bunch of people because she's done wrong. That does not mean that I won't do the right thing and provide Dora with factual information that could enlighten her on things, because I will. Because receipts and the truth are not subjective to who you like and you don't like. It's for everybody. But they also have to start accepting the truth about themselves too.
And I do feel that the live this morning on Dora's platform was about attacking Bougie and 50. It didn't point out, like, when I listened to the clips and I listened very carefully.
I don't want to listen to the clips, but I just want to ask: did anybody ask Dora before she played those clips if she had privately talked to either of the people that she was attacking?
I don't know. I got in there late, and then I asked for her to replay them so I could hear. House of Lies says no. House of Lies was watching before I was.
Maybe we should start, instead of going along with whatever clips that are playing, maybe we should start saying, hey, since you want them to be accountable, did you speak to them privately and try to have a civil conversation with them before you went live and played these clips? Because if they didn't, that shows some malicious intent behind it.
I'm sorry I came in so hot. I'm tired of being Jen is stronger. Don't get me wrong. I think that the shit Jen is taking on this app has gone to a level of insanity. But you people come out here and you want to hold people accountable and you want to pass judgment and you want to police everybody's words. But then you talk shit and you don't know what you're talking about because you don't do your research. Listen to what Florida Man's saying. Listen. Don't talk so much. Listen more. Pay more attention. Do your research. Don't just go off of what you hear. It makes you look foolish on this app. It makes you look foolish in your everyday life.
It does. And I really do truly think that instead of running along with whatever clips that's played and whoever's playing it and whatever they're saying about it, because these clips can be interpreted different ways. And, are you really listening to the clip or are you listening to how the person playing it is spinning it? So nobody asked Dora if she had a private conversation with who she was dragging. I'm assuming she didn't. Why wouldn't she? I always have a private conversation with the person before I drag them. Sometimes it's 5, 6, 7 days. Sometimes it's 2 weeks. I can show proof of that. Before I go after somebody, I am in the DMs with them trying to talk it out. Who else does that? Or do they just run to the app and say, well, I got something to stir some shit, and then everybody falls for it?
And I believe that's what happened today. I truly believe that the live was done to stir up the internet, and it's exactly what it's done.
Yeah.
It is exactly what has happened all day from the minute Dora started her live until this moment at midnight, my time. OG has sat and chewed on her own shit all day. FWA was an uproar. I've been upset. Other people have been upset. Obviously, Mallory's upset. Bougie's been attacked all day. Mitch has been attacked all day. While Dora jumps boxes, spinning the same story. We're all trying to stop it while she's continuing to feed it.
Yeah, so we all need to pay attention to that point that Jen just made right there. Why is she doing it? She's doing exactly what Jen is saying by jumping around box to box, continuing to try to make this into a bigger deal. Does Dora actually feel that strong about it? Because T's husband is very homophobic, and there are clips of him using the F slur several times, but she does not hold that same energy with T's husband.
And just like it came out today, I found out that it was allowed to be said towards Jen being called an it, and that pissed me off too. That's not okay. There's nothing fucking okay about it. And Bougie, I'm telling you right now, like, you know what you fucking said. You know what you said.
Yeah, what Gemini said. It was only because it was Bougie and 50. And OG, you thought at first Bougie said it because that's what you were told, but then it came out that it wasn't. The second any part of a story becomes wrong, you have to disregard everything after that because the person that informed you was obviously wrong.
I'm sure they do, Bougie. I'm sure they do. But, Bougie, I'm not fucking dumb. And I don't care. Everybody in the Discord can disagree because they're going to not go against you because of the shit you say in there.
People go against Bougie all the time. Me and Bougie butt heads sometimes. It's totally fine to butt heads.
It's cool. It's cool.
But I think we all just need to let go of the hostility that we may have for one another from things that happened in the past. Because I'm sure the fuck able to do it with a lot of people, not with everybody, but with some people. And there are much more fucking fucked up shit going on this app than fucking Bougie existing. Okay, I'm just gonna say it like
that. My live was not even about Bougie. Since I started my live had nothing to do with Bougie.
Well, at first you were told the incorrect story.
No. See,
how much of that incorrect story have you?
Let me talk because I wasn't even told a full story. I was just told some shit got said, and Bougie may talk to me better about it. So I brought it up to Bougie. Bougie said she didn't say it. I was like, okay, cool, dropped there. Done deal. Then there was another live that happened apparently last night during my live where shit did get said. Those were the clips that were played today that I heard. And my issue wasn't even fucking with what... My issue wasn't with... It was more so with the it comment and the chick double backing and laughing on it.
But did she apologize?
Yes, and I said that.
So how
to friends, and then friends still wanted to fucking blow up and act like a jackass and scream and fucking yell. Cool, but I can scream and yell too.
But we have to allow people. We can't micromanage other people and other groups and all that. We have to allow it to be a within group thing. I trust friends enough to, and if she apologized, I mean that. What more do we want,
Jennifer? Because clearly I'm fucking wrong for having the feelings that I fucking have.
No, OG, you're not. That's not true. That's not what's being said. I don't want you to believe that. I went into FWA's live and I got a little bit of a different reception because your emotions were still running too high for you to be jumping them boxes. And I'm sorry to say that. No, FWA attacked you because, like it was said earlier, I think Mush said it, that she was taking her anger about Dora out on you. I'm going to be honest with you, OG, and I'm just saying this from my heart. You would do the same thing for your moderators. You would go 10 toes down, chest out, if you felt someone was attacking your moderator.
Jen, not for that comment. No.
But I think that the comment is still being twisted. I think you need to listen to it better, and you need to understand that that's two lives, and it wasn't said maliciously.
And Bougie, yeah, I have fucking gone to bat for you, so sit all the...
I say this, your feelings are valid. Everybody's feelings are valid. Point blank and simple. Your feelings are valid, OG, and you have every right to be angry. We all have every right to have our own feelings. And what Dora did to me and Moonbeam did to me, oh, that is so unforgivable. And I will never forgive those two for that. Ever. Your feelings are valid, OG. Period. And I love you for who you are.
Your feelings are valid, but hear me out. FWA has yelled at me live. I didn't believe you were there. How did I handle that, OG? And Bougie was there. How did I handle it? I respected her feelings at the moment because, well, she deserved to express her feelings. And if she was angry with me, she could be angry with me in the moment. I didn't take it personally.
I have not heard friends yell at you like she did today.
Oh,
No.
She did. It was bad. And she even let people up in the box to yell at me too. But I accepted everybody's feelings as they were. I didn't hold it against them because everybody should be able to get that out. It was something that people jumped up into the box and it was out of context stuff. And I understood that I was in for a bit of a lashing at that moment, and I accepted it, even though it was out of context. I didn't argue it, but we talked about it later, and it was good. You know, I think we have to take a step back and stop getting so emotional and stop getting so just like immediately jump to attack people. Like I was saying in my lives, what happened to stepping back and asking yourself, well, if I respond now, what difference would it be if I responded in 24 hours? Would it really make any difference? But yes, it would. It would make the difference that you have had time to talk to people. You have had time to really understand what's going on and all the details. When we attack people right off just based off of what we just hear, spirals out of control. And that's why people are defensive to have a conversation most of the time. Because, well, I mean, people just jump and attack and want to say fuck you.
People today knew exactly what would wind you up to react and what would get you in the state that you got in. And they played it. Now, going back to Dora for a fucking second, where was that same energy for fucking Dora when she allowed the same thing to happen to Fish? She removed all her mod's powers so they couldn't drop Cassandra from a box. No one dragged fucking Dora for that. No one.
No one. Can I ask, didn't Dora say, tell somebody that some people aren't just going to believe in they, them pronouns, and you have to be okay with that?
Yeah, she said it to Blue. Dora has no fucking right sticking her nose in this in any fucking goddamn way. Part of the community or not, because she did not stand up for the community when it happened on her platform. Now, I'm pissed off about the it comment too. I'm also bisexual and part of the fucking community. But there are better ways to handle it. And we let emotions sometimes get in the way and handle things the wrong way.
OG, I need to reiterate that I am not by any means saying that your feelings aren't justified. I have been called it. I've been called it to my face in the reference that you don't know whether you're a girl or a boy, you're an it. That was what was said to me, directly to me. So I understand the anger that went with that comment.
That
Understand that
literally
because of your child,
my
it
heart
takes
for
you to a
you.
different place. And I understand that. And your feelings are valid. But everybody is so angry about the way Dora displayed it that nobody can take a time to think rationally. Everybody just blew up and said shit that I guarantee you half of they didn't mean.
And in the Discord call today, I think you misheard what Bougie said because I didn't hear her say that she was going to get everyone to drag Mallory. And I'm not sticking up for Bougie in any way because I love you both the fucking same.
I'll verbatim say what she said, and that's why I said that I wasn't even going to say it on the live, because I felt it was something that needed to be discussed off the platform. Because when I heard it, I was like, the fuck? So now we can't have an opinion without having Florida man fucking threatened. That, like, what the fuck is that?
I still highly doubt that she said that.
So then
She
you're
is
calling me a liar, is what you're doing then?
no, I'm not calling you a liar. I just want to know how it was said, or it could have been misheard. Because Bougie's never once said anything like that.
Okay, well, I guess I'm fucking dumb now too, and I need to go check out some fucking hearing aids because I know what I've heard,
I'm just being real about it. I've never heard Bougie
and
say anything
I'm
like that.
being real too, Florida man. Just like you said a minute ago that you don't really hardly talk to Bougie. That's not what Bougie said the other day. In fact, it was pretty much said that we didn't need to contact you because she talks to you every morning and updates you on everything that's going on.
She texted me, but I'll be damned if I text back 90% of the time. And that's nothing against
I was
anybody
gonna say
because
you
I don't think
can't say that either. Okay. Oh my fucking god.
I haven't texted anybody back. I got a message from Mallory from like 6 days ago that I have not gotten around because I am so hyper focused on what I'm doing. And like on the surface, it doesn't look like I'm doing much because another person is doing so much, which I appreciate. But behind everything, I'm doing other things because it's important. I'm just saying, maybe we should step back when we hear something that's like going to get us mad, not as go attack, but as hold on, think about it, and get the full story.
Bougie, if you want to be in here and be a cunt, I will feel free to block you. Because there's been many times where I've had your fucking back and got my ass handed to me for it.
What do you say?
Kudos to Florida Man's secretary. She's the best. Just the little snide fucking comments.
No, that's comments about somebody
I
else.
can't hear you. You sound
I
like
said that's a comment about somebody else completely. When I said that somebody else is doing so much and I appreciate it, that's who she was talking about.
Got you. Sorry.
That's my point, Amanda. Dora had malicious intention today to separate people and separate groups, and she took the opportunity and fucking dove on it. Look what's happened.
OG.
Dora is getting exactly what the fuck she wants.
OG.
Yeah, Jen.
What was the first thing I messaged you today? When that live was going on and you first came into Dora's live, what was the first thing
I can't remember verbatim, but I can
Don't let her do this to you.
Yep.
Please don't let her do this to you.
Mallory,
At the start of the live, I knew what it was.
It was Dora's intent to cause division and to cause infighting and to just have people blow up. I do.
Mallory, I would agree with you if you didn't try to get OG in the live and you didn't try to get Mitch in the live and you didn't try to get
hold on,
Bougie
Jen. Hold on, Jen. I did reach out.
I was in the live, OG. I was in the live.
But I
heard
did
Mallory
message.
say, I'm trying to get OG in here.
No,
Mallory said in the live.
I messaged Mallory. I was in the Discord watching. I messaged Mallory and asked if I was blocked from the live because when I came into the Discord, I wanted to hear them again. I wanted to go in there myself and hear the clips for myself.
Correct, but what I'm telling you is that I heard Mallory say, I'm trying to get OG in here. I'm trying to get 50 in here. I'm trying to get Bougie in here. Two of those people, should have been three of them, that's not a safe platform for anyone to be discussing any of this. So she shouldn't have been trying to bring you in there to have a discussion about this, because it, to me, was a setup as an ambush. It was a total setup to pull you guys in there and do that. This wasn't a discussion about how our feelings were upset about our community. You can spin that all you want, Mal. That's not how it played out.
From what
I'm
we
gonna have to.
heard in the Discord was Mallory say that OG was trying to come in here and asked Dora if she had her blocked or if she had me blocked.
If it was about the feelings of the community, Dora would have took the feelings of the community into consideration when she said and what she said to Blue. She would have taken it into consideration. I take the feelings of the community into consideration all the time. So why don't Dora?
Oh, quite frankly, I think Dora's the last fucking person to bring this.
Then why did we let her rile us up?
Did you hear Dora today, OG, blame you for 50 trying to take an attempt on his life?
I didn't hear that, but I did get a screenshot. It wasn't somebody in a chat said 50, you said it was OG that made you try to take your life, and now you're saying it's Dora and T, which is it, or something like that.
Wasn't it 50 on the clip that was not 50 saying the N-word, but then wanted to turn around and then later on when she wanted to use it against 50, go back on what she stood on and try to claim it was 50 when it wasn't? Because Dora has stood on so many contradictory things that I don't think she knows what she really stands for, other than what's best for her in the moment.
And honestly, like, that's why I'd see past, like, 50 and Bougie, because I'm not dumb. I knew what the fuck that was about, and I need everybody in here to understand that's not why my heart hurts. My heart hurts for, and I completely took Casey out of it, right? It's just the community as a whole. Like, y'all don't know what these guys go through. You don't fucking get it. I do, because I have a child. I've sat so many hospital stays with my child.
I understand, and everyone is
Jen
entitled to
was
feel
called an it. Like, when I heard that today, I'm like, the fuck?
But we have to look at the source, and we have to look at who's putting it out there, and we have to look at their behavior towards the community as well. Is the person putting it out there, or do they have any right doing so? When they have been insensitive towards the community themselves, when they have said awful things, when they sit with people who are married to people who absolutely hates the community but don't say nothing about that.
No, it's disgusting.
Then we need the same energy towards it's only fair. It's only fair. But at least Trish apologized. I've never heard her apologize for it.
No, and I'll be honest. I said earlier when we were watching it, I said, I made the comment about Dora apologizing for the shit she's done to me, and I know that Ash was joking when she said it's not about you, OG, and I get that, but Dora's done a lot of fucked up shit to me.
50's destroyed today. 50 was in tears on Megan's live today. He's distraught. He's been fucking dragged again for shit he didn't fucking do.
And
so I got a question for Violet. Violet, why are you down there windmilling saying I'm manipulating? But I'm just pointing out what is factual. If you don't like a motherfucker so much, feel free to scroll or pay to drop me. Either or, but you can't because you're broke as fuck. Anyways, y'all continue. No, Violet's just a fucking cunt. That's why she's muted in my shit. She's not. Well, is she blocked? You might not be blocked, Violet. But I'm proud. If you are, I'll unblock you so you can come in like you always do, and I can mute your ass again because I really don't like what you said. She 100% is egging that she's on.
And trust and believe, like, I'm not paying attention to my phone right now. there doesn't need to be any more egging of any issues. Okay, this topic at hand is literally, when it comes to my kids, whether them being trans or my adopted child, I don't fuck around.
So, Violet, I heard what you said, OG. Violet, if I don't like anybody who's speaking up against me, why was I able to have an opposing opinion of Mallory and still be good with her? Why am I able to have an opposing opinion of OG and still be good with her? Maybe it's you. Maybe you're unable. Are you drunk? Are you going to go to Janice's platform and talk about that shit again?
No.
We want to bring that up.
No, Florida man, no. No. I understand that
Should
you
I,
and Violet don't care.
should I fact check that on you? Because I never looked at both sides of your situation, just like you never looked at both sides of mine, Violet. So maybe I should do what I say, look at both sides of yours. Keep fucking with me. I give no fuck no more. Keep fucking with me, Violet. Have a choice to shut your fucking mouth and stop egging it on, because if you want to egg it on and you really want to cry victim, I give you a fucking reason to.
But at the end of the day, Violet,
Yeah, I got more
Violet
nasty
is
ass
my
fucking cunt bitch
Florida man.
fucking talk all this fucking wild shit about me. I know she's your friend and I respect that. I never once judged her for it, but I don't like her. Don't judge me for not liking her.
I'm not judging you for not liking her. I'm just asking for you not to call her names or go after her drinking or her addiction.
Maybe she shouldn't go after me.
And I agree. Can y'all
I think her one way or the other. I just told her to listen to Mush when Mush was talking.
Speaking of Mush,
I did not lie on you, Mallory. I simply stated that you were trying to get the three of them in that box. Do you think that Dora's platform is a safe place for 50? Do you think that Dora's platform is a safe place for Bougie? Do you think Dora's platform is a safe place for OG? You do know that Dora has personally fucked all three of them, right? So why would you try to bring the three of them on there to discuss something when it wasn't the place for them to be discussing that? It was an ambush for them to go into that live. If you watch OG come in and get that information, OG has done nothing but spiral all day because it was so damning to her. So again, that was not a safe platform for them to be trying to bring them in there. Whether OG was asking or not, it wasn't a safe place for you to try to be bringing them in to discuss something you were having feelings about.
Dora fucked Fitzy over, and Dora literally argued with me for 4.5 hours about an airline ticket. Just because she wanted Bougie to be wrong so bad. When she had the receipt that she never read in her possession, that she could have read to the second line, that would have ended the whole discussion about the whole issue. She chose not to read it. She chose just to argue and argue and argue and just make up shit, try to point shit out. Oh, it's fake. No, it wasn't. It's not a safe place for either one. And Dora's not really the one to be bringing out issues like that. Everybody has to ask Dora, or anybody really, if you're playing clips of somebody over and over trying to rage bait people, have you tried to have a private conversation with that person before you went and did this? Because if you didn't, then you're kind of a dick for doing that.
I mean, truth be told, I did tell Dora to shut the fuck up today when I was going off. And I don't feel that my feelings there with what Dora has done to me are invalid at fucking all. At all. Because after Mal had drugged me on that meme, Dora sat on that meme, tried to get Rem to bring that meme out, and then Dora was like, well, I'll do it. On top of the many other fucking things. And I have to say, Mallory has been adult enough to sit down with me and have a conversation off the app, and we've both put everything out on the table, apologize, move forward.
I'm
And I
still putting stuff out on the table. There are times that I'll in for a receipt and I'll screenshot it. I'll send it to Mallory. I'll be like, "Whoop, said this." You know, I haven't done it in a while because nothing that I'm on right now involves anything old. But when I do go through my old stuff, I send it to Mallory. Be like, "Yeah, I said this shit," just so nobody can come out later and be like, "He said this about you." It's good. Full transparency is always good. The conversations behind the scenes are always good. But we have to learn that not everybody is like who we are. Sometimes you have to have a conversation with somebody with their capacity to have a conversation. Maybe they're not good at 5-10 minute conversations. Maybe there's some hostility between the two people. Maybe you got to have a conversation 5 minutes at a time and you got to have it for 2 weeks. However you got to do it to get through it, you got to do it to get through it, and you got to be accommodating to the other person.
Is he breaking up for anybody else or just me? Because I don't know if it's my service or.
Yeah,
He's
he's
breaking up for
breaking up.
everybody.
Yeah, he's breaking up for me. But I want to say this, okay? Here's all these people, okay? You know, OG, you've been through hell and back on this app, right?
Hmm.
Where is everybody that is got all these issues with Dora and T and all of that? Why isn't that all coming out on the platform? Why is everybody
So,
sitting here blaming OG for this and blaming OG for that when none of it is OG's issue?
well, no. So here's the thing, though. Today, a comment was made that directly affected my child, or it went in the way of the community, my child's community. However, I will say, and this is me sheltering you with your mental health, things have been being brought out, right? If you go look at like Tangled Web's page, if you go look at Drop and Go's page, things have been getting brought out about Dora and T. Amanda holds lives constantly. I love Amanda's platform. Again, this is me. That's been me protecting you, not saying, "Hey, shall go take a look at X, Y, and Z." So yes, it has been getting brought out. And I can't thank those ladies enough because and I don't know if she wants to be mentioned, so I'm not going to say her name. If she's in here, she can speak up. One specific person is working on a video about the fucked up shit with the nail situation. But I will urge everybody to go watch Tangled Web of Lies and watch the videos all the way through.
And
There's
especially watch the last one that she just posted, the one she posted today. Go watch that one. All of you go watch that one. Repost it, share it. You'll see what I'm talking about.
and I
That one's
can't
good. I
think
like
of,
that.
yeah, listen, I cannot thank Amanda enough because Amanda's not one that lets people show screenshots and shit on her platform, and she absolutely allowed me to show my shit on the platform. When some shit happened the other day, somebody reached out and they asked my side of it, and they were like, "Say less, we'll block that situation so it's a safe space. We didn't know these people did that to you." Um, and I can't fucking thank Amanda enough. That woman, Jen, Wendy with an I, Tangled, um, Drop, Rem, like they've all been amazing with that shit show, and that's on me for not filling you in. Again, I just try to protect you.
No, and you know, OG, and I fully appreciate you for looking out for my mental health. And without you as a friend that has been there for me and who calls me out when I need to be called out, like last night, you told me to stop apologizing because my anger is valid. And you know, you're correct, and I appreciate you. And, thank you for being there for me. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for, looking out for my mental health. I really, really appreciate that.
I'm
I
gonna
really do.
I'm gonna drop because it's damn near 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. But I do
Really?
want to say that Tangled Web and Amanda can articulate the stuff with Dora far better than I can. So I recommend both of them. Plus, there's more. Um, just because I don't make videos about them doesn't mean that I'm not reposting and sharing their stuff. Because I absolutely am. Go check the stuff out. Tangled Web makes great videos. Watch them front to back. They are good. They explain everything. And also, can we just tone the hostility down a little bit between one another? Like, when did like attacking anybody really solve anything?
I mean, it doesn't. I know how I feel getting attacked, and like I said, I think, and I did take time before I went live. Like, I took time and I sat here quietly thinking about everything, and I guess I'm just really fucking floored at the fact that friends couldn't, like, even slightly stop screaming for fucking 3 minutes to be like, okay, wait a minute, I get it, you know, it's valid, and we can't force somebody to make something we can't force somebody to see our points and things. I guess I'm just really fucking shocked because,
Well, let me tell you, Friends is probably sick and tired of her and her people being attacked over some fuck shit. And even though she apologized, everybody was still going to attack her. So Friends stood up and did what she did for her people, and I don't fault her for it. And you got to look at it from an outside perspective, but you also have to, like, your feelings are valid, so are Friends. And yes, she got yelled at, but also give people time to cool off, give yourself time to cool off, because that anger and that energy won't be there in 24 hours. And then you'll be able to talk about it, and then you guys will see where you went wrong and, move forward from there. That sometimes a disagreement gets a little loud, but don't let the little bit of loud offend you to the point where it just spirals out of control.
no, and it's not gonna spiral. I don't think what was said is considered fuck shit though, and I don't think if you heard the clips you would think it was fuck shit either.
Well, I'm not saying that she said fuck shit. I'm saying that she has been attacked for fuck shit so much by everybody that she's just tired of her and her people being attacked.
I got you.
But Trish did apologize. And what can we expect out of anybody any more than that? Like, besides an apology, what more could anybody ask of her?
Nothing, and that's what I said when I went in there. Like, yep, she apologized. And we moved on, or so I thought, because from my understanding, when we left Megan's box, like before Trish and I even dropped, like it was it was calm. It was level playing field.
House of Lies said, Trish, she yelled at you.
Huh?
You both yelled at each other.
Yeah. No,
so, yeah, of course.
I yelled at Trish. I yelled at Trish because I had said to her, like, do you understand, how many trans on alive every day for this shit?
Now, hold on. Did you know, at the time that you yelled at Trish, did you know that she had apologized?
She hadn't apologized yet. It was after that. It was after that. It was after I confronted her that she apologized.
Do you think that you might be able to look at how going at somebody and yelling at them could offend other people as well? Just like what Trish said could offend other people. There are people that care about Trish, and you yelling at her could have offended the people that care about her.
Yep.
It goes all ways. So I think we have to look at ourselves and be like, how can we handle the situation better next time? I mean, I am awful at following my own advice. And that's how I know it's good advice, because I'll go tell somebody to fuck off probably in 2 hours. I don't know. Well, like Violet. I just did that to Violet, but yet I'm telling everybody else to be calm, don't be fucking with people, but it's how it be sometimes. I get it. But don't turn it into some kind of like eternal fucking war between you and somebody else, because this is weird ass behavior on this fucking app where everybody just gets riled up over some shit that Dora shouldn't even be talking about, because she has said more insensitive shit than I think most people without being talked to about it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna drop calm the anger down, everybody, all of you, especially you, Violet. You guys have a good night.
You too. Thank you, Alyssa.
Okay. So I would like to say this here. OG, I'm good with you dropping me. Like, I get it. Please don't think I'm mad about it or anything. It is what it is.
Shit, I thought everybody was doing the drop thing on the platform now. Or on the
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I was pretty much done anyways. I just think people outrage is good. Expressing your feelings is good. Everyone should be able to express their feelings and be heard. But to do it without the expectation that their way of thinking is the only way of thinking and is the correct way of thinking. And hey, if people don't get along, people don't get along. It is what it is. Oh, hi, Violet.
Hey, Mush.
You know, so I agree. I've always been the type of person, Mush, that like I cannot get along with somebody and still be, civil with them. I think this is just a very, very sensitive subject with me. Because of going through everything I've gone through with my own child. And I think it even pissed me off more. I was hurt, and then I think what people fail to realize is when something happens, you technically go through like the stages of grieving, right? You're angry, you're sad, denial, and all that shit. Well, I definitely fucking went through that shit because I'm like, fuck this. And then I'm like, my heart literally hurts for the community. And my heart hurts for Casey. Casey's done some fuck shit on this app, but still, like, my heart hurts for Casey. And then I'm like, damn, like, what if my son was watching? Because that's the thing, like, my son does have TikTok. And then I'm just thinking, the community as a fucking whole. Like, it's not okay. What was said is not okay. And I have every right to feel that way. What was said to Jen is not okay. Calling someone an it, especially somebody that's in the community, is not okay at all.
1000% agree. Have you looked at it in another way real quick? And I'm not saying, hear me out. That sounded bad. Hear me out. What was said was not okay. It was brought up. Whoever brought it up, that's inconsequential for my thought process here. How many people today in how many different lives said it was wrong, said it shouldn't have been said, that people need to not do that? Is there a way we can like kind of take a little pride in that and take a little, hey, guess what? All these people are saying, hey, fuck that. That was wrong. It shouldn't have been said. You know, like, to me, that's showing that there's growth inside of the community and there's knowledge being passed and it's being spread and it's being accepted and it's being defended. A community that hasn't been defended like that for a very long fucking time is now being defended with that is inappropriate. That isn't right. That's kind of what, another part of it. I looked at it, watching people from all different walks of life and everything go, you know what? You're right. That is wrong. Fuck, somebody needs to stand up and say something.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, silver lining in a gray cloud, I guess, but you know, you live a horrible life, you kind of look for that, I guess, but that's kind of what I saw today. Was I saw a whole bunch of adults, or so we all claim we are. I'm not sometimes, but stand up for shit that wouldn't have happened 5 years ago. I think people are moving in the right direction in thinking. And my right direction might be different than yours, or, bitchy witchy might have a different direction than mine. But more as a whole are kind of stepping up and saying, hey, whatever you want to do, do. And I will defend you being able to do that. And that's what I saw. It was a lot of a community that hasn't been defended except by just their own. And a lot of people stepping up.
Right.
And a lot of fucking anger and past history kind of clouded seeing that. And I think I was able to see it a little bit better than others because I'm new to everybody here, so I don't have that history.
All right.
I mean, you went in there, you stood up for yourself, your child, and what you believed was right in the community. Friends was pissed off to begin with before you even went in there. And then she stood up for her friend, for her mod, for somebody she thought needed to be stood up for. Emotions
Well,
got high and shit went way off the rails with it.
like I said, when I only went in because they were getting she was getting the shit confused. But I went in and quite frankly, I was being fucking respectful. But there's only so much that you can pretty much say, fuck anybody else's fucking feelings.
Yeah.
I can't tell her how to fucking to react to things or respond to things, but I mean, I guess I would think a grown ass woman would stop for a second and be like, maybe the comment that my moderator said did offend multiple people.
Right. I
So,
think bigger. You were hoping she would see a bigger picture, the
mm-hmm.
bigger picture, not just the one person who it was talked about, but the bigger picture and the community as a whole.
In FWA's live at all tonight?
Huh?
That,
Okay, so when I went in there, I was able to have a conversation because I wasn't as heated and I wasn't as directly involved. But we did talk about the it conversation, the it statement, and I felt like the group that was in that live at the time heard what I was saying. And when your friend, I think it was Breezy that was in the box at the beginning of your live, and she said that when she was coming home, she heard them talking about a baby. So one of the references that was made in that live was okay, like So we say it, like what is it that you're having? Like we refer to the baby as an it before it's born.
Right.
How could we do that differently so that we're not offending people? And my response was, when I'm talking to someone about their child that they're having, I say, what are you having versus what is it?
That's how
I
I
said,
think
I
it
think
too.
that if you call any human period it's offensive. And I felt like the group took it in. I felt like the conversation was positive in that aspect. I think that when you went in, it was all still too fresh, and everybody was still so angry about what was being said. So it didn't come off educational. It didn't come off as a learning experience. It didn't come off as a good conversation. It came off with a bunch of anger.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll be honest, I truly didn't go in there for a fight. I went in there, just to let her know that, hey, it was said in the last night's live, apparently, because that's where I kept getting confused earlier today. Um, and I think it was just one of those, like, heated things, but like I said, when one of her own mods texted me and was like, I think the anger got directed at you when it was supposed to go at Dora. Okay, cool. But in that case, didn't realize that. Because as a grown-ass woman, I realize that shit, and I'll be like, I fucked up, sorry. Yeah, and I get that. I'm done. I get that. Your name just threw me off for a minute. I noticed you changed it.
It took me a second to realize who that was too. I was like,
I
what?
know. I double checked, like, wait.
I'm just gonna keep looking at pictures. People can
Right?
change their names all they want. Don't change their pictures. Look, I'm old. I'm probably going senile already. It's bad all around. Don't change your pictures, people. You're gonna confuse me even more. And
And I mean,
the AI pictures get me even worse.
I think, Mush, to you, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. And you and I know that when we're passionate about something within our community,
Mm-hmm.
we handle it completely different.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah. We handle it with physicality.
Right.
So this app forces you to use your words. Fuck, I've been told that since I was like 7. Use your words, not your fist. It is what it is. The golden rule applies, and I personally, for me, try to do that with everyone, even if I don't necessarily like a person or a person's point of views. I still try to be polite enough because that's what I would like people to do with me, even if they don't fucking like me. At least be polite. It's not hard. It doesn't cost you anything. I can still be polite and tell you you're an idiot.
Right.
Yeah, words are hard, Mittens. Sometimes words are hard.
Well, and they are, especially when you're trying to articulate the words and people don't want to hear them or try to understand them. Like I've always tried to listen to people. I try to listen to hear, not listen to respond. Am I perfect at that? Absolutely not. But I try. I don't hide the fact that I do therapy and shit like that. Obviously I need to. But sometimes it sucks.
Oh yeah.
And I again I try. And I do, like, this is where I will say, like, Bougie has said to me before, like, girl, calm down and don't react on emotion. And that's what I did today, when I just kind of took, time to myself and was sitting here. And it probably doesn't help that I haven't fucking slept. I didn't sleep last night. I've still not slept. Just this topic will always be very near and dear and close to my heart because of the struggles. Like, nobody understands, like, what's going as a trans parent, what we go through, you know, on
Right.
my struggles.
I don't understand, but I'm trying really hard to keep an open mind and, you know, realize that my way of thinking and my way of life isn't like anybody else's.
Well,
That's one
bro,
of the
and if we're being honest, like, I didn't understand at first, right? But they have you take classes. You take like counseling and therapy classes and stuff like that. It's not like, and I think a lot of people get this confused. It's not like just one day your child comes to you and was like, oh, hey, I think I was born in the wrong body. And then you take them to a hormone doctor and they just automatically say, oh, here's testosterone, here's estrogen. No, there's quite a bit involved in it. Um, you know, and it's sad because until your child gets to the point that they can articulate to you that they were born in the wrong body, you deal with a lot of unaliving attempts and shit like that, unfortunately.
it's a heavy thing to deal with.
Right.
I've never had to deal with it, and because I've never had to deal with it, I've never had to be around it. At first, you know, hearing all that stuff, pronouns, changes, all this stuff, I shut off to it because I'm like, I can't comprehend it. It's too big for me. And then I've met some people, you know, face to face, real life, whatever you want to call it. And then I come on here and I meet people. Um, there was one person on this app that really helped me understand more as far as the mindset and stuff. They are no longer on this app, but they did help me learn and help me understand why.
Well, then, bro, like, you know, I'm getting clips sent to me. Whoa. I'm getting clips sent to me of, oh, well, she didn't say anything to Bougie. But then, as you know, because I think you were there, Bougie even said, like, an OG snapped on me. But I didn't feel that I snapped on her. It was in text, and that's why I did try to call her, but I hate text because text can be taken the wrong way. But then also, like, who the fuck?
Texting comments, you don't hear the words, you don't hear the inflection, you don't like. My favorite way of communication is FaceTime or face to face.
Mine
You
too.
can read, you can read body language, you can see them, the whole 9 yards. But
But my other thing, though, Mush, was who the fuck are you bitches to tell me how to address
did I lose you?
somebody? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Mush, can you hear us?
Something weird happened with him because I can hear you.
I hear you, OG.
Mush, can you hear anybody? I don't think he can hear us, guys.
Maybe his earpiece died.
Huh?
Maybe his earpiece died. OG Wendy said hi to you in the chat. I don't know if you've seen it.
Hi, Wendy.
I want to point out something quick. I think that I'm an old lesbian. I'm 49. I'm an old lesbian. When I came out, we had lesbians and gays. That's it. We didn't have all this stuff. It's all new to me too, and I'm part of the community because there's so much more now than there was when I first came out so many 100 years ago, it feels like. So I get
I
confused in
agree
my own
with
community.
you. I agree with you. I'm 43. And whenever I came out when I was 19, all there was just GAY women and men. There
Yeah.
wasn't no, there were trans, but there wasn't very many of them. And we never got to see their life because he always hid it. You know what I'm saying? Because all I seen them in was drag shows. So, but I came up here to say, OG, I was trying to, tell y'all calm down, calm down, calm down. it was getting heated because you're so passionate about it, but I don't think FWA understands the whole trans community and all that because you heard her ask in the clips, well, isn't she a woman? You know, that shows right there that she's not educated.
I thought that was Tasha that asked that.
Ask what?
Or Trisha.
No, no. You could no, not that question. When she was talking to Bougie, she was all like, "But isn't Casey a woman?" And that's when she says, "No, um, he's considered a he to me." You know, you can tell that they're not educated on trans and the community, and what's passionate for you is probably not passionate for them, just like something passionate for them probably isn't passionate for you.
And I
So
agree with that wholeheartedly. And here's kind of a tidbit that I've never shared on this app with anybody. My cousin was also trans, and he had to hide it from his mom. She went away for a weekend, and he dressed up in his dress and heels and was taking the laundry downstairs, and the heel caught that little metal piece, and he fell down the stairs and snapped his neck and died. That's something that I think also bothers me, because he never got the chance to come out. He was my age, so just like back then, we all know back then it was like an unheard of thing. I think they referred to them as cross dressers back then.
yeah, that is what they were called because, like, whenever I would go to the drag shows, all they would call them was drag cross dressers.
Yep.
And then I just feel like since I got on TikTok, I've learned more, even about my community, more than I knew before I was off the TikTok. It's like I've learned so much and it's opened my eyes to a lot. But, like I said, something that was passionate for you isn't passionate for them. You can tell that they're not educated and, you know, and that's not bad because not a lot of people know everything about the trans community or the LGBTQIA period.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't educated on it at all.
I said earlier today, and I truly believe this, that if you let words offend you, you lose your power. You lose your power to the person that's saying those words. They're words. And yes, they can be hurtful. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. We truly have to start getting back to that and not being offended by everything, because then you give the bullies the power. I truly, truly believe that.
What's
That
the
was well
Laramie
said.
Project? What's the Laramie Project?
And see, that showed today that somebody getting offended made thousands of people be offended, thousands of people outraged, thousands of people arguing just over saying one word, even though I know it was wrong to say. And I'm glad she apologized, but that just shows how words really hurt.
Correct. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Araya, come here. Come here.
Oh, gee, is Raya okay or is she choking?
No, she's so Chihuahuas are known for introverted sneezing.
Oh, got you.
My friend, she does it all the time.
Yeah, like when we're on the phone, she. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to handle watching that honestly because I get too emotional about that shit.
Yeah, that movie was very, very sad. I cried through the whole thing. Kat, are you trying to? Did you want to speak or something, honey?
No, I had a derailment segment that I signed up for about 20 minutes ago. That OG is just now finding out about. So here's my derailment segment.
Okay, go. Love that cat. I needed that laugh. Thank you.
I know you did. I know. Thank you, Mal. Thank you. I got them off of Amazon. It's a cute little champagne bonnet. I have a pink one also. I need to get more, and a black one. I have a black one too.
I was gonna say, don't you have a black one?
Yes, I do. I do. I have an array of colors right now. Need to get more. I found out there's some like Halloween ones, like Friday the 13th ones. That sounds right up my alley. Yeah, they do stay well at night. I tie them up and they stay really well. And I have wavy hair, so I try and protect that. Curlier.
Your profile picture now reminds me of Demi Lovato.
When she was like younger?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Yeah. I seen it and I was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, Demi Lovato. I think that's her name.
Or Selena Gomez. I've gotten Selena Gomez.
Gomez. That's, sorry. That's who. Yes.
Selena Gomez. I've gotten Selena Gomez before.
Yep. Selena Gomez. That's who. When I said Demi, I'm like, wait a minute, is it Demi? But yeah, Selena Gomez. That's who. Thank you for correcting that.
No, you're good. Thank you. I was like, well, they were only I think the same age, so it made Disney Channel very confusing at that time.
Mm-hmm. I know. I've always said I need to try one because my hair gets thrashed sleeping on it. I normally will take my hair. I don't sleep in hair ties anymore, but like I'll pull my hair like above my head if that makes sense. So I'm not laying on it, but it's still I move and everything. So yeah, until it gives you split ends. My hair's getting so long now that I need it for that reason, but I also need it because I am getting. Well, I've always had wavy hair. It's just it's gotten curlier the older I've gotten. So I need to protect the curls. So they're not. It just sounds like you said I need to protect the girls. Well, that too. I gotta protect both, you know? Gotta protect both. Curls and girls. Right.
All right, it's late. I've been at this for way too fucking long today.
Yeah, I know.
I love you, girl. I'm sorry that today was so hard on you. I really wish that I could have protected you more from it, or at least helped you work through some of what went on earlier, so that you didn't get to this point. I think you need to sleep on it. Take a couple deep breaths. Your feelings are always valid, girl. You know that. Again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it played out the way it did today.
Yeah, I love you to death, Jen, and I appreciate you, and I know that like you are one of the people that will definitely never see me, wrong, and so I do listen, when you talk, and I absorb what you have to say for sure.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that I could be here to. I don't know, just be here. I feel like that's what I just was trying to do. I'm not trying to stir shit. I'm not trying to make things ugly. I'm just trying to help some people that I've come to become friends with and know on the app, and I'm a part of the community, and I've heard at some of those ugly things be said to me, and people get vicious, and it's unnecessary bullshit.
Right. It is for sure.
Don't let them get you down, chin up, and we'll be talking soon, guys.
All right, honey. You have a good night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
I know I need to take my ass to bed because I was supposed to do all of that baking today, and I did none of it. So I
I
have to have it.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I've got to have it done by 4 o'clock tomorrow, and I
Have a good
haven't
night.
got it done. Good night, honey. Tomorrow, because I didn't sleep last night because I took my last steroid. So tomorrow, the appointment I was supposed to have today, I moved to tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to go to the appointment, come home, start dipping the shit out of all of this stuff and decorating it, and have it up to the banquet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, while you were live,
Did you do that meeting you had at noon today?
No, I rescheduled it for tomorrow at 1.
Oh, okay.
well, while you were live, I had kind of an allergic reaction.
To what?
So, they upped my medication.
Mm-hmm.
And I started feeling funny. Like, I slept for 4 days straight past week. And then today I was like chewing gum. This is when I noticed it. I was chewing gum and my teeth felt uneven.
Oh, yeah.
And I started to look around the room and it was like, it wasn't like everything was going inward. It was like everything started moving slow. Like
panic attack right then?
No, I wasn't having a panic attack at all.
No, I'm saying, did you start? Because
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yep. That would have triggered it for me.
I was like, what is going on? Because everybody was just going super slow. And I was like, okay, something's not right. And so I just ignored it at first, thinking it was like something's going on and hope it'll just go away in a second. So I go back to my phone, whatever I was doing, and then I look up like 10 minutes later and it's like so much worse. So I'm like asking my mom to bring me some salt because it felt like I was going to pass out, but I'm not getting the usual indicators
Right.
before I pass out. So I was just like, okay, this is not making any sense. Like, I'm not getting any stomach pains. It's just I was super lightheaded and it was like right before I pass out type of feeling. So I was like, something's going on. And this goes on for maybe 2 hours. And it just kept getting worse for a while. And then I was like, I started getting pale too. And I was like, I'm going to have to go to the ER, like get saline or something because something's not right. So mom calls my doctor because I didn't know they had an emergency line, but apparently they do. So glad to know that. And they said for me to just stop all the medicine. And if it gets any worse, go to the ER.
Woman, so next time we don't wait 2 hours, okay? Because your throat.
Okay, well, this is all 2 hours combined of everything that happened.
Do you keep Benadryl in the house?
I'm allergic to Benadryl. I take Atarax.
Okay, yeah, I'm allergic to Benadryl too. I can't take it either.
I take Atarax, and that does me good. But what I did was I just chugged a bunch of salt water like saline, basically, and chugged some electrolytes and did that for about an hour, and we're back on the right track now. Lesson learned to my doctor to not up my medication. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because number one, I shouldn't be sleeping for 3 days, and number two, I shouldn't be feeling like this. Thank you.
No, ma'am, that is not normal. None of that is normal.
I was like, mom was like, do you want to just wait it out and we can get you into the doctor? Because I have a doctor's appointment like Tuesday with my heart doctor, and we talked to him on the phone. He was like, I could probably see her tomorrow, but just tell her to stop taking the meds and we'll figure something out later. And I was like, okay.
But you're feeling okay now?
Yes. I'm just not going to be taking the night dose because what they did was they doubled the dose. They didn't do like a set, like a little like half it.
Right.
So I'm getting 25 milligrams twice a day.
Oh yes, you know. So anytime they up my meds, and they'll be like, okay, take say it's 10 milligrams. They want to go to 20. I'll take 15 and then to 20. Like I'm horrible with it.
Yeah, and I started out with because I take it in the morning anyway. So all they did when they upped it is they upped it to another one at night.
Which one was it? Or do you want to
Metropropol.
You know what's weird? They had to take me off that because I had a reaction to it the first time I took it.
Wow. I didn't have a reaction to it the first time I took it. I was just tired or groggy for a few days, and then it was fine. And I've been taking it for about 6 months now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's been fine.
It's crazy they jumped you that high that quick. Too.
I know. Like, I don't know why he did that, and then also gave me the heart monitor in the process. And then not even a week apart, my heart monitor, I decided to rip off my skin because it's eating my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then the medicine reaction happens within the same week.
Do a loop on you. I think that would be the best bet is a loop recorder on you.
Yeah. Whatever they gave me, I'm throwing to another galaxy.
Yeah. I'm glad you. So but you're still taking the 1 dose a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going back to what I was doing originally.
Be careful. Just pay attention, like in the morning, obviously, when you take it, to make sure it's not a reaction, to the med now itself.
Right. It's possible.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Well, and that tends to happen with POTSIs too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, I know. Everything's possible.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why I was like sitting on the couch, and my adopted dad and one of my friends came by, and he was like, "Is there anything we can do? Is anything we can do to help you?" And I'm like, "This is just not a major. I said a minor inconvenience of my life. This is nothing. Like, this is just a minor inconvenience. I will be fine. It's just, I'm just going to need a little time." Because they were all worried, like, "Do we need to take you to the hospital right now?" And I was like, "I'm fine. This is just a minor inconvenience. If I have to go, I will." This is like as I'm chugging all this water.
Did you keep like Pedialyte at the house?
I do, and I keep liquid IV by the gobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep salt all around the house at this point. And then my usual drink is like water and lemon with a pinch of salt. So.
Yep. I remember when so I have standing orders for IV hydration.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because my cardiologist is like, never have I wrote an order for somebody to come get IV hydration and go straight to McDonald's and get an extra large fry with extra salt.
Well, why not? I would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Burger King this morning, and I went and got the hash browns. Their hash browns are really good and salty. And then I got a Diet Coke and went home.
Yeah,
That was it.
I used to go, when I get my hydration, I'd go get it, and then right across the street was McDonald's, and I'd go in there.
Yep. That's how it's done.
Those fries, man, they were so good.
Oh my God. I can't talk about McDonald's fries. They are so good. It's unbelievable.
Especially if they're hot. Like, I hate door dashing because I feel like DoorDash.
Yeah, they get cold and they sometimes get soggy.
Mm-hmm.
I want them fresh and super hot.
Yep. That's how I am.
Like, just perfect. And my McDonald's is literally 2 minutes away from my house. So
Ooh.
It's literally up the street from me. So if I really wanted something in the middle of the night, that's where I go.
Mine's about 5 minutes. But I'm always like, man, now that it's getting cold, I'm like, it's cold out there, I'll DoorDash. And I'm always at this point, I'm like, damn it,
Right.
It's cold. So now I've got to the point where on the DoorDash thing, for instructions, I put, if the food is hot when it gets here, I will up your tip. It's been amazing now.
I bet so. Gets hot every time.
But the other night when I had to go to get my meds and I pulled off into McDonald's, I forgot like what actual hot like right from McDonald's fries taste like, and that shit was good.
Oh. They always hit at just the right moments. Like if I'm craving a McDonald's fry, it's going to hit immaculately.
Mm-hmm.
And what's so funny about that is my grandma, so her stress food is French fries.
Hey, Queen Bee.
So every time she's stressed and she asks, "Do you want to go get French fries?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, we do.
yeah."
I lately I've been on a kick when I get McDonald's, and it's weird because it's like ever since they started the steroid, and I did notice tonight like I didn't crave McDonald's like late like I normally do. And I said something to Chris about it. I was like, it's really weird, but since starting this prednisone, every night I've been craving McDonald's. And I'm normally not a fast food person, but then on top of that, I want a hamburger with extra onion. So last night,
That
when you
hits
brought it
too.
here, girl, the onion was like literally, I scraped like a whole pile of it off the bun. There was that much on there. Mm-hmm.
That's a little too much for my liking.
It was a lot. A lot.
I like them when they're like straight out. They're still warm.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it when the pickles are still warm. For some odd reason, I do.
Nope, I agree. I think it tastes better.
It does. It's like the juices get all on the burger and all over the cheese, and it just tastes better.
I miss
And
the
if you
part
have
of
a
the cheese.
sauce with it too, you can dip the burger in the sauce.
I miss the cheese part of it so bad.
Oh yeah, because you're dairy free, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was dairy free most of my life. Um, I cheat. This is like cheating. I cheat a lot now, and it's not good for me. But you only live once, and I'm just gonna have to deal with it
See, I
for
wish
right
mine was
now.
like. That's what I was telling Rem the one night. Like, I wish mine was just like in the bathroom type shit.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's not. Otherwise, I probably, especially for some like good queso right now, man.
I know it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll have to. I've got all kinds of different recipes that I've tried because when I want it, if I want real cheese, I want real cheese, and I'm gonna have real cheese. If I don't, then I have other alternatives.
I've tried one kind. I'm trying to remember. I want to say it starts with a Y, and that shit was horrible.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about because I hate that shit too.
Oh, I was so
The
excited.
Daria, something like that.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
That shit's disgusting.
It was
Disgusting.
awful.
It's like a brick. It tastes like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand it. Can't stand it.
So I've not found one.
A good cheese.
Yeah, I've not. I've now found a good dairy-free ice cream. Breyers has. You can't even tell it's dairy-free.
Dairy-free ice creams are pretty good. If you're cooking like pancakes and shit like that, coconut milk.
So I have been using the Silk almond milk vanilla
Yep,
flavor.
those are good. And some like my mom had it all spread out. Like she would have ones for different recipes that were good with it. If that makes sense.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. Then the other day, what was I making? I made something and it required milk, so I ordered the Silk original, and I'm like, hopefully this doesn't taste like shit, but it didn't. Like nobody in the house could tell
The
at all.
difference.
So I'm like, well, I can go back to making homemade mashed potatoes, and I'm kind of wondering how it'll work for homemade biscuits and gravy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna try that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not
I've
tried cheese.
been gluten free and dairy free my whole entire life. So I've always struggled with like stomach pains most of my life.
Yeah,
And
that's hard.
I I had like multiple endoscopies when I was a kid.
Yes, Mel.
Multiple different things. They also have a good one by Dairy Co, I think. I don't know. I'll have to go through my Walmart order type of thing. It's been so that long. I see them at the Walmart and I check out, you know. There's another one that's really good.
So
But
that the one that Mel just listed, if you see it in the flavor,
they have a summer strawberry one that's good.
double chocolate chip, and then Ben and Jerry's strawberry cheesecake non-dairy is really good too.
Oh yeah.
Man,
I have so many different things that are good that are non-dairy now I'm thinking about it. I'll have to
go to
think of
bed.
it.
You wanna go tonight? You wanna go tonight? Is that what you're telling me? She's a goofball.
Yeah, the cat's right here trying to annoy me. She's ready for bed.
Oh, I can't believe it's 4:30. Man, I need to get my ass to bed. Alright, y'all. I am going to get going to bed.
Good night, OG. I love you.
I love you too. Good night, show. Good night,
Good
Kat.
night.
Good night.
See you guys tomorrow. I gotta get all that baking done tomorrow after the appointment. Or like the dipping. There's not like much baking, more so dipping. Okay, get up. But yeah. So I am going to get off here and go to bed. And hopefully my brain, my mind shuts down because I'm exhausted. So I hope everybody has a great night. And I will talk to y'all later. Good night, bitch.